It's now or never. So, hello everyone. It's a little different today, just a little bit. Very impromptu change in the look of the podcast when it comes to the video side of things, but otherwise the audio side of things is definitely more or less the same. But for the people who are watching this, are able to see not only myself but Zawarudo, my cohort, the very first time.
I look ugly.
No, you're not. No, you're not. I got some amiibos in the back. They're like far in the back, and then I see Zawa's Funko Pop collection right there.
You see nothing. Those are all my bad dragons.
Yeah. your lovely collection, and then your precious AC and well, anyway. How you been briefly for the past few weeks?
It's fucking hot here, so despite finding a way to fall asleep, okay. Ignoring Twitter right now because of something.
Right, because
to that.
Because we are recording on the same night as a certain debate going on between two certain men, and pretty important for us Americans. I will just take a look at Twitter to see what happened rather than watching the whole thing. That'll be for later on. Not in the show. Not in the show. We're not doing that. But we got a lot of gaming stuff to go through, including Tokyo Game Show, of course. That was the long anticipated event for this year, I guess, because especially during the COVID time. Like everything else, it had to be online, and they actually went through with it, unlike E3 where they had to cancel it and such. But we did get Summer of Games. That's like the replacement, I guess, although very scattered, unlike Tokyo Game Show. It was like, all right, we got this on this day, we got this on this day, we got on this on this day, and so on. We will talk about that at the end of the show. But meanwhile, we have a lot of things to go through, but we'll try to be brief about them and just be concise about it. We'll just go through with it. So, but anyways, been busy for me on my end. So, but yes, I've been looking out on the gaming stuff, just like everyone else. All right, so anyways, let's start this off with some Borderlands 3 news, briefly, because it is getting a free upgrade for those who already own a copy of Borderlands 3 on current generation. You can upgrade to the next generation, PS5, Xbox Series X and S, I'm assuming. And so you can upgrade to those versions for free. So that's pretty cool. Let me click on that real quick here, bring up this link. And yeah, this upcoming version is gonna have 4-player split screen. That's pretty cool. 4K 60 frames per second in single player. That's pretty big for consoles. And yeah, so as I said before, it's gonna be free. So pretty cool. And yes, I guess because the split screening was not a thing in this version, or in this current version. So that is coming back for the next gen version. So pretty sick. Any comments?
Hey, Monster Hunter, you doing that for Iceborne?
No, yeah, that's a good question. We have a little bit of Monster Hunter to talk about for World, and then we do have Rise to talk about. That'll be later on in the show.
But it's good that Borderlands, they are doing the free upgrade, as we mentioned in past theory crafting with the PS5.
Yeah.
So I hope for mostly all the previous gen games, it does follow suit like that. And if not, then oh well, too bad, so sad.
Yeah.
You get to play it all over again. Fresh start.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's definitely the best time to get into Borderlands 3 if you haven't gotten already. Just wait for the PlayStation 5 version, since we're not really that far off anyway. So it's like literally a couple months, because we're almost into October. So
yep.
Yeah, so not too far away. Not too far away. But speaking on the PlayStation 5, there has been some hiccups in their production in terms of the actual console itself, which is PlayStation 5 production cuts down 4 million units due to chip woes. So basically, I guess they're having some trouble with the actual chip within the PlayStation 5. I don't think it specifically goes into what the exact problem is, but that's what is, I guess, holding it back from reaching to the goal, which was 11 million. Now they have to cut that from or by 4 million units. So it might be a little harder to get the PlayStation 5s during launch month, let's just say. And the the pre-orders came around sporadically and by surprise, much to everyone's surprise. Like I don't know, it was like pretty much right after the presentation, which we do have that on docket, of course. But let's just get the pre-order thing out of the way. So, how are you on the pre-orders, man? What was your experience like?
Skip. 5 hours.
5 hours?
Best Buy website. 5 hours.
My God, I got
until
really.
Someone.
Go ahead.
Until someone from the Yo Video Game Discord said, "Hey, try this way of paying it," and I was like, "Okay." I spent 5 hours doing this shit, and that was the ticket to just go. Here you go, pre-orders in. It's like, oh.
Can you go into that, or is it like super like secret or something?
Instead of putting your credit card information, you just hit PayPal option.
PayPal, of course. PayPal comes to the rescue. Of course. Who would have thought PayPal will be the hero of this situation?
Yep. So
That's
lockdown. So I did lock down 2 of my PS5s, but still I was like 5 hours.
So wait, so did you, so yeah, so you got the 2, but how did you get the second one then?
Okay, so because of Best Buy, I don't know if people knew this. If you have a Best Buy account, you can only pre-order 1 console.
One per unit,
account.
1 per household, or yeah, okay.
Yeah. So with the second one, I had to purchase it as a guest, and then after it went through, I had to create an account, so it will slap it onto that account, and there you go. So
wow. Okay,
it was like a long process that could have been like, oh, do this.
But hey, man, you got the bit of a strat going on there. Wow. Okay. So I mean,
strat.
Man,
it's more of a like, I'm desperate. Please give me my shit.
Hey, it's something, right? Something.
And then I think it was like 3 days after I put in the pre-order, they took out the money.
Okay, because yeah,
so I was like, oh, okay, good.
Yeah, because I know Best Buy takes the money pretty quickly. They charge it pretty early. Yeah. I got mine through Amazon. Because I just looked at Twitter and I saw what's that account? Dr. Wario. He like puts out a lot of the deals for video games, right? I think that's his name. His picture is kind of iconic, but I think he's like he took a picture with Kojima, Hideo Kojima. He still has that profile picture. But anyways, yeah. So that guy on Twitter, I saw his link to Amazon. It was like, oh, it's on Amazon now. Act now. So I was like, oh shit, and I just got lucky and it was really easy for me. So I was able to secure a pre-order for my PlayStation 5. So, and also because I do work at one of the smaller warehouses for Amazon, I do have a like a sort of a employee discount for myself. So I did save some money. So that's kind of nice. It's like a little discount code that of course works for only me, but yeah, so that was just my experience. It's not much going on. Luckily, that's something I'm pretty stoked about and grateful, because for a lot of people it was rough. A lot of websites were crashing. It was chaos even on the internet. So it was terrible. They should have been much more clear on their part, for Sony and for the retailers as well, because the retailers were like, fuck it. Some of the retailers were like, fuck it. Throw all that shit out of the window, and they just went ahead and were like, oh, we got PlayStation. Go ahead. Yeah.
I think it was like through word of mouth that a certain retailer fucked up.
Uh-huh.
And didn't like wait, and they just said, hey, let's just do it now. And,
right.
Then like a domino effect, all the other retailers like, oh,
they're doing it too. Oh, let's just do it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's like a lemming. Yeah, they were all doing lemmings. I was like, oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this is how the gaming economy dies, but lives.
It all comes crashing down, yet still is chugging along. That is the beauty of these events. When a new console is coming out, man, the pre-orders just go wild, and there are of course still scalpers around. They're doing their thing, selling it for over.
I saw some on eBay.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see? Like, I can't find it anymore because I think the guy took it down.
Uh-huh.
There was a PS5 selling for like $400K, and I was like, okay.
Oh yeah, because I heard stories of 10K or even like 5,000, 10K ish. It's crazy, dude. It's crazy, and I think even people are still like so desperate enough to even like think about buying it.
I guess for me, my one or advice for those who didn't pre-order it: wait to the holiday season, because they're gonna have a bundle set.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I have some friends right now. They're gonna wait till next year to like wait it out. And I told them straight up, I'm buying first gen PS5s. I'm taking a bullet for you. If shit hits my PS5, you would know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, someone's got to do it, I guess. Yeah.
My PS5 is a good boy.
Yeah, I mean,
a girl.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I have a YouTube channel, so I guess I have a reason to like get mine or so early during launch week, so that way I can like show to the people like, hey, this is what you get, this is how big it is, and and then tell people how I feel about it, like my impressions as I play it and stuff like that, whatever game I have on it. That's like my excuse, I guess, to get it early. But yeah, I mean, also like I'm sure like if it does hit the fan, it like in case it does like crash or just blow up or something like that, I'm sure they'll take care of it. They have to. Like there are gonna be so many people like pissed off and just go like just get on Sony's ass to like go fix it or to replace it. So. So that's my thoughts about the pre-order chaos. So if you don't have any more to say, we can definitely get into the actual presentation itself. All right, so
let's
go to the actual presentation. Oh boy, I think we're hitting the hiccup on the internet here.
Stream's over. Yeah, bye. Back to 14.
Yeah, meanwhile, everyone's playing 14 and Genshin Impact. That game came out too.
You sounding a little bit wrong.
Am I robotic?
Every now and then, but it's okay now.
Alright, I think what I have to do is just stop streaming because my internet is poopy butt cheeks right now. Thanks, Spectrum. So we'll keep recording. That's fine. Hopefully, yeah, hopefully that'll follow through. Let me why is it so dark on my end? What the heck? Let me try and see if I can reload it. Huh. May have to like turn off the ad or turn off the ad blocker? Is that what it is? Let me see. Bear with me here. Sorry about that. Technology. Lovely, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll just have to I'll just highlight it so it's just the only way for me to see. But anyway, right away, one of the biggest games announced within that presentation was 16, Final Fantasy 16 to be exact. What are your thoughts?
When I first heard it, my fear was like, it's Tetsuya touching this. He still has Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
Don't touch this.
And
then lo and behold, he is not touching it.
He is not touching it.
It's like, good. Who's touching it? Final Fantasy 14 Realm Reborn team is like,
yeah.
it's like, oh, good. Tetsuya, you stay in your corner.
Pretty much.
Here's Kingdom Hearts, whatever is left of it, and go.
The rhythm game, right?
Oh my god.
Anyway, 16, yeah. So, I thought like initially, like, you know, like seeing the characters, yeah, I thought it was a Final Fantasy, right? But I didn't expect it to be an actual like main series Final Fantasy. So, I thought it was just gonna be like a spin-off or something. It might have been an expansion of sorts for 14, but no, it's actually the 16th Final Fantasy game within the main series lineup. So pretty cool. I'm kind of excited for it. It was whatchamacallit, it was like PC but emulating the console power or something like that. It was weird. It was like it had some weird disclaimer on the bottom, something like that. It looks pretty good so far, but I'm pretty sure by the time, you know, more time passes on, it'll look a lot more promising and such. It is early to say, so I'm not gonna really comment on how it looks, but I think even that, I think it looks pretty good right now. It looks pretty cool. I do like the gameplay side of things, and hold on.
Oh, what happened?
Your camera.
Oh, what happened to my camera?
You are dark on my end for some reason.
Let me try to whack it.
I heard a click, and oh wow, you're back on.
Did that work?
Yeah, I heard a click. What? Okay, anyway, I'll ask later.
Just leave it in.
Yeah.
And say we were visited by a ghost or something.
Anyway, yeah, it looks pretty cool. I liked the gameplay side of things. It seems to be more emphasis on the action side of things. So very, you know, much like, I guess you can say, Devil May Cry in comparison, I guess. But it is still early, so who knows? You know, what will change in the gameplay and such. So,
I mean, funny you should say that about how it's Devil May Cry. That's because it's the what was it? The fight choreographer.
Oh.
Or the battle mechanics for the latest Devil May Cry games person.
Yes.
Capcom.
Nice. Yeah. Okay. I actually is pretty cool. I actually did not know that. I just thought, oh, it just happens to be like Devil May Cry, but okay, wow. they actually got someone from Devil May Cry to work on it. So that's I guess that's
Does
a
that mean,
oh
does that mean we're gonna see Dante
right in a
as a summon?
yeah as a summon or something? That'd be pretty sick. Could be a possible sort of foreshadowing of something. I don't know. For like a collab in the future, like how like they kind of do those collabs for during the 15 era, I guess you can say. Yeah, especially with like they had the Assassin's Creed collab, the Cup Noodle collaboration, you know, that sort of weird stuff. So maybe there's bound to be some sort of collab with 16, I guess, if they follow through with that. But as Zawa mentioned, it is Yoshi P behind the wheel of directing 16, which is really promising because he's the one who revived 14. If it wasn't for him, 14 would have been left in the dust pretty much. So that is really cool to have him on board. And meanwhile, Nomura is working on his thing where he belongs, in his corner, like he said. And we got someone like Yoshi P to get that steam engine rolling. So pretty cool. Meanwhile, we have Spider-Man Miles Morales showed off some of the gameplay, both combat and some cinematic sort of segments. He was just walking around some sort of like rally or festival or sorts, because his mom is running for some sort of political position, right? Mayor or whatever, governor. And then later on, you get to see what the villains look like, and you see Miles just duking it out with the bad guys. Pretty cool. What do you think?
I mean, the whole show for the PS5 was a PC emulating the PS5, right?
No. So I think Final Fantasy was the only one, and then that point on, it was all supposedly quote unquote PlayStation 5. That was
seamless.
Yeah, right.
It was very seamless how the battle flow was with Miles, and how the rescue action sequence was.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you try to do this on the PS4? Nope, it's gonna die.
Yeah. We'll see. I mean, we'll see how it actually runs on the PlayStation 5, but it does look cool. I'll give it that much. Even though I haven't really have enough interest to purchase the Marvel Spider-Man games myself. It's cool to see people enjoyed it when it was out, and then now with Miles Morales, like, damn, because he has more abilities, it's possibly can open more doors to what you can do in combat. So I think it's a pretty appropriate sort of quote unquote sequel sort of thing, having Miles be the main character now, and then I guess there's that representation side of things too, but all in all though, I think that presentation for Spider-Man was pretty cool. And then there was Call of Duty multiplayer, I think, and then they showed off I think they showed off the campaign, right? And then I will briefly just say with the alpha that I played for the multiplayer, it's a little rough.
I was gonna ask, like, was it beautiful or a screeching halt?
Okay, so visually the graphics side of things is okay. That one level with Miami, Florida or whatever, that sort of setting,
Havana,
whatever that is, yeah. So that one's pretty cool. It's at night, and it's like in the city and stuff. That one's kind of cool, but there are maps where in certain game modes it's really bad, like the battleship level. during, I think it was like Domination. It's really bad. I think it's like very one-sided, or it's just like a very poorly designed map for that game mode. So they definitely have to adjust some things, like okay, you know, only these certain maps show up on Domination, only these maps on show up on, you know, Team Deathmatch, that sort of thing. But also I have to say, like, the animations are just like really weird. It's just kind of rough, like the way, I don't know, like the character like handles the gun, like when you reload or something. Some of them are just weird. Some of them are polished, kind of, and but some of the others are just like, I don't know. It's just something's just off. Visually, some animations just look off. I didn't really. It just didn't feel robust for me anyway. As someone who does play Call of Duty, especially with Modern Warfare as of late, I've been playing quite a bit of that before, you know, Genshin Impact, but it's just kind of off. I just, that's what I can say to sum things up, and that leaves me to believe that the launch of Cold War will be rough. I'm gonna say that it's gonna be rough for the launch week, and a lot of people are gonna complain, and eventually they'll patch it up, hopefully, but I don't know, man. This whole alpha thing, these situations, man, it's a kind of a rough sign. Having to call it an alpha, it's like, that's a little weird. It's a little sus. It's a little sus, if you ask me. We'll leave it at that, and hopefully they can clean it up. But I think that's gonna be it, man. That's the game right there when it comes out, because given the history of things, you know, with betas and all these demos and stuff like that, that's the game. They just slap on that beta or alpha to make you feel like, oh, they're gonna work on it, they're gonna fix it by, you know, whatever. But unfortunately, no, that's not the situation of things.
There was one map in the beta, because I was watching like other people play it. It was the desert, and there was like a lot of debris. Like,
oh yeah.
That reminded me so much of from the Star Wars Battlefront games.
Oh yeah, you're
like,
right.
How the setup, I was like, are we on Jakku?
It looked like Jakku. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I was like, did Call of Duty like tap onto who made Battlefront?
DICE.
Yeah, DICE. Tap on DICE. Can we borrow your homework? Okay, sure. Don't copy it. Okay.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's really funny that you brought it up like that. I can definitely see that. Oh yeah, one thing I will say I do find kind of interesting from Cold War is the way you earn kill streaks now. There are score streaks, but these score streaks don't go away when you die. So you normally kill streaks / score streaks, it's like a thing that rewards you for not dying when you kill this many people in your run or in your streak. So the longer your streak, the better the reward, of course. That's the usual side of things when it comes to Call of Duty. But this time around, when you die, your score is still there, and so you can potentially still build up your score to earn these certain kill streaks. So so even if you die a couple times, you can still earn yourself an attack chopper or attack helicopter, potentially, you know, even with dying. So that's kind of like interesting to me, because it is new, but at the same time, it's like, how do other people feel about that? And I don't know. I just don't. I haven't found any like overwhelmingly positive reaction over that. So I guess at best it is mixed, to say the least. So I do have mixed feelings as well for Cold War. But yeah, like I said, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough. I think that's the game. That's gonna be the game launching, and I'm just gonna focus on the campaign mode. I do like the campaign mode. I do like what they're doing with it. You know, with the whole historical references with Cold War and stuff like that. They have Ronald Reagan in there this time around, which is really cool. You know, the graphics in there are really cool. So I'm gonna be playing that one. I'm gonna definitely be looking forward to the campaign mode for myself. So, if you don't have anything more to say, we can definitely move on. We have also Village, aka Resident Evil 8. So, did you have any comment about that?
Not really.
Yeah, I think they just showed the story time segment, right? And then just a little more on the game, but I think they are trying not to like really spoil too much. I feel like this is such a like story driven like sort of game, right? So, you know, if you show a little more, it's like, all right, that kind of sort of ruins the surprise for this part or whatever. So we know Chris is some sort of anti-hero slash bad guy. He might be the bad guy. I don't know. We don't know what's going on with Chris.
Wesker.
Is he working for Wesker? Or is he Wesker with Chris's face on? You know, like that'd be really weird. But yeah, like you know, Mission Impossible. Like you see like, him like ripping the face off, and then you see Wesker. You know, that'd be pretty fucking weird. But yeah, you never know. You never know.
I mean, like, from what we saw in the trailer, like, there were shots of, like, symbols on the ground and on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
At first thought, I was like, oh, look. We're going Silent Hill. Oh, look, it's a village.
Yeah.
All we're missing is a giant-ass monster. Oh, look, there's a giant-ass monster.
Yeah.
Hey, Capcom, you wanna you wanna say something?
Right. It seems like this is gonna be like the Resident Evil 4 of just the upcoming generation.
Round,
yeah. It seems like they're like rehashing that idea this time around for the sake of this upcoming generation. You know. Well, yeah. Did you have any like other thoughts?
Well, it came from my friend because we were rewatching it, and it obviously the setting is like somewhere in Europe. So I don't know if he's still theory crafting on this. The old woman that's like in the beginning, that's like talking over, and he was like, my friend was like, you know, because it's in Europe, it's in a village. There's a castle. You know what? That's like a lovely setting for a good horror-esque movie or a fairy tale.
Yes.
So my friend is like they're crafting that old lady is from an European folklore of Yaga Baba.
Oh.
Like that's her, and she's somehow cast a spell on the village, and I'm like, you're not far off. But I don't, and I'm trying to remember, has Resident Evil touched mythology at all?
That's a very good question.
And will it be that far fetched, you know, for Resident Evil to, you know, tap into mythology?
Who the hell knows, dude? Who the hell knows? But that is a good question, though. I mean, I think they maybe had some sort of like loose references with mythology, but it didn't really like tie into the actual story too much.
Yeah.
Maybe Resident Evil 4, just because it does deal with the village and all that stuff, but. Otherwise, you know, all the other games are like, you know, in the city and stuff, so you're not gonna really deal with that sort of element. But I think maybe this time around it might play more of a role for 8 anyway, or Village, because you know you got the castle, you got the demonic sort of circles and stuff. You know, I think maybe this time around it may be a little more on that. But you know, so far, I mean. Looking from the outside in, it is interesting. I think they might have shown off the merchant or something like that, like right at the end or something like that. I know. I don't know. It's just the way he talked, like that his dialogue. It kind of did sound like he's the merchant. I don't know.
Probably.
Yeah.
Our merchant.
Yeah. It showed like his the lower half of his face, so that's all you can get. But I don't know. I think
Watch it be Rodon from
Oh yeah.
from Bayonetta.
That'd be pretty hilarious.
And I'll be like, fuck you, Capcom.
Mm-hmm.
where's my Bayo 3?
Mm-hmm.
I will kill you all.
All right. So anyway, let's move on here. We had Deathloop also in the mix. That was also delayed due to the COVID situation, of course. So it's delayed to quarter 2 of next year. I think my comment still is the same. I feel indifferent about it. I am still interested. Don't get me wrong. Not much to go off of. What about you?
I just want this year to be over.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like at this point, for anything that's developing and stuff, it's like I will wait.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Don't rush it. Use this as that shiny moment to iron out as most kinks you can.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like this is definitely a good time to take your time, that sort of situation.
Yeah.
You have an excuse, so yeah. Meanwhile, we
go
ahead.
No, I was gonna say, and also for all those like saying, "Where's my game? Where is it? You had this much years or days." It's like,
Bro.
like be quiet.
Bruh. I mean, there are still games coming out, man. Like Devil May Cry Special Edition. That's one. You know, yes, it's been around, sure, but it's a special edition. So obviously, if you haven't gotten already, this is definitely the best time to do it because we have twin brother Virgil coming into the mix.
Yeah, and isn't it like what, 50, $40 around that area?
Around that area, yeah. It's pretty much a full price game. Like
yeah, it's a steal. Like if the launch games for the PS5 doesn't tickle your fancy, but you do love DMC, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be available day one, launch day.
I believe, yeah, it's one of the launch titles. We'll definitely get to that in a bit. Yeah, so it's got Virgil. I think it has some other new stuff too, but I mean, Virgil obviously is like the selling point, Yeah, and I think there may be I think there's like another mode or something like that, but either way though, I mean, I think it's cool. I may pick that one up when it's on sale. I love me some Virgil, so I think whenever that opportunity strikes, I will definitely take that. What about you?
I don't know. My wallet's still in the ER.
Yeah, you're right.
I still haven't pre-ordered my Miles Morales or my Godfall game. So
yeah.
How many more days till my next paycheck? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more days to next week.
Yeah.
It's gonna die.
Mm-hmm. All right. And meanwhile, we had Oddworld, Soulstorm. That's still to be announced for the release date. They showed a little more. Like this had some sort of like cinematic and a little bit more gameplay, I guess. Did you have any comment?
I was never really into the Oddworld series. I played them, but it was like not for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I really don't have a comment other than, oh, okay, that looks neat. The graphics look still look pretty neat. The style and stuff like that. Yeah, it does show off the PlayStation 5 sort of, or the next gen graphics, I should say. Meanwhile, a little more familiar, I guess, is Five Nights at Freddy's. That's that was the big game back in the day. That big trending game back in the day that was spooking a whole lot of streamers and such, with the mechanical mascots and such, mechanical furries, I guess you can say. So yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's, I guess, is getting a sequel called Security Breach, taking place, I don't know, who the fuck knows what, and I don't know. It was kind of cinematic, right? So I think it didn't show off what the game actually looks like. So Did you have any comment?
Why?
Well, yeah, a little unexpected, but at the same time, like, okay, I can kind of see why they're doing it, because obviously it was a hit, but now it's like, will this work? Will it work? Maybe with the newer generation, but for the people who are, hardcore gamers and such, I don't know if the appeal is gonna be there still.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it might, like, there might be, still the fan base, which is still out there.
Right. There is a lot of lore, if you like are willing to dig under that. So under all that, there's a lot of lore actually. So if you're really into that sort of game, then sure, you can, I wouldn't judge.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's just, again, like, why?
Yeah. Yeah. Meanwhile, a little more exciting, I guess, for the hardcore gamers is the Demon Souls remake. They showed off the gameplay side of things. Him walking through bad guys like it's nothing, and then you see the tutorial boss, and then wham, it just kills the shit out of him. It does look good. It does look good though. The lighting and such, they definitely showed off that pretty well. It was definitely a tech demo. If I haven't seen one, yeah, that motherfucker was going through bad guys like it was nothing until the boss. So, did you have any comment about Demon Souls?
What is the studio name again? Blue something.
Blue Point.
A fucking Blue Point. Give them a fucking raise, please.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they've been doing a really good job. Mm-hmm.
They built that thing from the ground up, and it looks like this already. It's like, what voodoo magic have you done?
Right. Yeah.
What devil did you speak to?
Right. What did you have to sell? What did you do to have to, get that technology?
How many innocent souls did you sacrifice to?
Oh man, yeah, right.
To reach this.
Yeah. It does look really good. And yeah, it's definitely gonna be really pleasing for the Souls fans, to hold them over until maybe Bloodborne 2. I don't know. They could be a Dark Souls 4, but I think the director said he's done with the Dark Souls series. I think I could be wrong. I don't know. There's still Bloodborne 2 though.
Yeah, and if this is like a sneak peek of what that studio can do for just Demon Souls, imagine what other old PS3 games they could do to give them a new breath of life.
Yeah. That would be pretty cool. I don't know what to say or suggest for the next PlayStation 3 game. What?
The next one for them to tackle?
Yeah.
Lair.
Oh, okay. Oh wow. Damn. Okay.
Who remembers Lair? And it's awful.
We'll have to see about that.
If they do it, I'll be like, I am psychic.
Mm-hmm. All right. So the rest of this stuff, okay, more or less, it's like whatever. Other than the, there was something for Fortnite, right? I think it's like just moving over to the next generation.
Yep.
Of course, PlayStation Plus collection. That's a little more promising because it's featuring all the, the greatest hits, pretty much. The essential PlayStation 4 games are gonna be on the Plus collection. So I forget what exactly was in there, but it's pretty cool because you pretty much, if you are a member of PlayStation Plus, you have access to all those games, and I don't think you're paying any more than what you're already paying. That's like actually pretty sick. Of course, this is all PS4 games, but hey, I mean, it's like if you've missed out on those PlayStation 4 games, now is definitely the best time to do it once that collections rolls out. So I think that's a pretty cool deal. I believe it's coming out on the 12th of November. I think that's when the PlayStation 5 launches, right? So yes, that actually is the date because that's what they revealed. Nice little segue. They showed off. They showed off the price points for the disc edition and also the digital edition. So what do you know? The disc edition is $500 and the digital edition $400. Any thoughts on that?
They're free.
Right? It's like
They're free, but it's more like because I saw Monster Hunter World there. So is that just the base game of Monster Hunter World?
you're talking about the plus collection.
Yeah.
I think it's in there. I think I think that was one of them.
Yeah, it's one of them, but it's just the base game, right?
I think
It's
what
not the
they're
Iceborne.
I think what they want you to do is at least buy the Iceborne expansion, so that way they make some sort of money somehow. I guess.
You sound like
Sneaky little bastards, because
and then also like I'm sorry, kind of backtracking. 'Cause
Oh, yeah,
I wanted
sure.
to say something about the Fortnite. You see Fortnite going, becoming a launch title too, or moving on to the PS5.
yeah.
And I'm looking at my array of battle royale games, which is only Apex, and I'm like, where are you guys?
Yeah, right. Maybe they're
Where's
working on
Apex?
something. I don't know.
Maybe they're just doing the final coding, I guess, to just do that big upgrade jump.
Uh-huh.
And then my other thing is, yay, Overwatch. I know you're still alive.
There's nothing said about Overwatch, and we're getting
Even
close.
on Overwatch 2.
Yeah, we're getting close to PlayStation 5 launch and also Xbox launch. Like,
Yeah.
where are you guys, man? Like, what is going on? You're right. You are absolutely right.
I mean, maybe we should drag what? James, Todd, and the rest of the guys who play for Blizzard games. It's like,
Well, yeah, they said they're gonna try it, but like,
But I guess like right now for Blizzard, they're just focusing on WoW and then slowly trickle out their workers to work on their other projects. I don't know. Because again, sorry, segue.
Yeah.
Where's my Diablo 4?
Oh, right, yeah.
Do I need do I need this? Do I need a phone? To play Diablo? Oh, shit, I had messages.
Don't worry. It was like very quick, so it can't really see. But
Oh no, I really did have a message. So I was like, oh.
Okay.
Oops. But to me again, I didn't have to buy the PlayStation 5, but I just wanted to. Because as people say, it's the games that sells the console.
Yeah.
Which is sad because my PS3 is right now in storage, probably collecting dust. It's a first gen. I should bring it out to have it some air.
Give it some sunlight, and then all right, go. You can go back in. No.
And then now I'm looking at my PS4. It's like, what am I gonna do with you?
That's a very good question. That's a very good question too. I mean, there are still games coming out for the PlayStation 4, but it's like a last batch sort of thing. So it'll soon be retired. So I think I'm still gonna have my PlayStation 4 out, like right there, like as I'm looking over there on my little game console shelf, right, along with my Switch and stuff.
I know. It's same with me. I'm like looking. It's like I have my PS4, my Switch, and it's like, now where am I gonna put the PS5?
I think mine's gonna sit on right on top of the shelf because it's gonna be so big. I think it's not gonna be able to fit in the shelf itself anyway. So I gotta have it standing up.
Oh yeah, speaking of it, how to put it standing up or lying down. When it was showing the video of like, how the PS5 looked and stuff. There was a part that it was on its side, and I was like, that does not look safe.
Uh-huh.
Like, I don't know if you can bring it up, but maybe I'll find it while talking about it.
Okay. Yeah.
It looks so lopsided. I was like,
Yeah, you're right.
It's like, please
I think
please
they
stop.
yeah, I think they did design it in mind to have it standing up, just the way like it like you when you know, when you look into the video, it's like it's mostly standing up. They do show it. They do show it on the side, but when it's like on the end screen and also on the starting screen and like pretty much throughout the video or whatever or reveal, it's standing up. It's standing up. I mean, I don't know if that was the same for the PlayStation 4, but definitely this time around for sure. PlayStation 5, it seems like, you know, they want you to stand that thing up just for like, that's like, you know, that's the image, the idea behind the console.
Like,
anyway.
this is the proper way to prop up your PS5.
Mm-hmm. Have you found it yet?
I think I did.
Did you find it?
Are we there yet?
Anyway, there was one last thing that they revealed. A little teaser.
I found it.
Nice. It was the God of War sequel, Ragnarok. So, did you play God of War on the PlayStation 4?
At boyfriend's house, yes.
Ah, I see.
All I was doing was throwing my damn axe and yelling "more."
Boy. Let me see. Let me check it out on my tablet here.
Yeah, if you play it there, like it shows it on its side, and I'm like, that looks like one good push, or one good shake. That thing dies. It drops.
Give me a minute here. I'll try to see if I can bring it up.
1, 2. Well, it's at 42 minutes and 53 seconds. And it again, it's like,
That was very loud for me. Sorry.
I had to turn you down. Yes.
But
But
okay.
again, like just seeing it on its side. And again, this is a disc version, so I guess when it comes to the right there.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah, there is that big gap. Like, yeah, you're right.
It looks like it does look like it's balanced, but to me, it's like one good like knock.
Something's gonna give. Yeah, like I feel like I should like I want to prop something in there. Like you know,
You want to put like a little stick, like
or like a stick or like a pile of
Put it
cards that you
right
don't
there.
want. Like yeah, like something.
yeah, put all your first edition Black Lotus MTG cards under it, and now guess I'm gonna get killed by the MTG.
Oh God,
Players.
yeah.
Black Lotus's first edition is not that cheap.
Yeah. That's
But
fun.
yeah, you see how there's that space is like,
Yeah, I definitely know. Yeah, that is a good thing to point out, because especially with the disc version, it's got that little extra bump just for the disc drive.
It's a good hump.
Yeah, you it's got some bump in the trunk. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to the digital edition, then it's more of a unifying or symmetrical sort of design. Then I guess you can put that on the side, but the disc version is a little sus. That's a little questionable to me anyway. When you put it on the side.
That's why again, like, I'm sorry, maybe this is supposed to be like to say quote unquote look more pleasing than just straight up and then you just see that hump. But I rather see the hump instead of the hump being on its side. It looks so
Yeah, it's because you know it will stand up, but yeah, when it's on its side, it's a little.
Yeah, on the side, it looks so hump heavy. I just dying inside. It's like,
Maybe they have all the weight where the hump is, you know, including of course the disk drive, all the tech is like on
True.
that side, so that way it doesn't like fall where the gap is, you
All
know.
over, yeah.
Yeah, fall over. Maybe all the like the center of gravity is like more where the stand is. Maybe that's why they purposely put it there. I'm not sure. But with that said, there's like one little tip on the thing. It's like I don't know. I don't know about that, Chief.
But again, like as I tell my friends who are buying their first consoles,
Yeah.
which is now PS5, I tell them the games are not going to be your problem. It's the console and the accessories that's going to be your problem.
Right, because you're gonna, you know, buy at least 2 controllers, and then the charger, right? And then if you have friends over, I mean, yeah, you're gonna need more controllers. So, and you know, you never know. Like, that person is very angry. They can destroy those controllers, and you gotta buy more. You know.
Yeah, like again, like I think I'm gonna wait till November to buy my second controller because
Oh yeah, of course.
and the charging station.
Yeah.
Because the only thing right now I just want to lock in with my PS5 is the console, my 2 games, and a Ethernet cable that's designated straight for my PS5. Because lo and behold, on my PS4 and Switch, they all on Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi warrior.
Yeah, you're right. I keep forgetting you're a Wi-Fi warrior, but like miraculously, when we play games with each other, we don't have any problems. It's weird. It's very odd.
Well, we do. It's just that Nintendo hiccup. That's it.
Oh yeah, that's Nintendo's part. But like even back then, like you know when we're playing Smash 4 or whatever, when it wasn't that much of a problem, I guess. Like we had relatively smooth connection,
Yeah.
even with you on Wi-Fi, which is really weird. So, and
I sacrificed the blood of the innocent. I mean,
or I mean, and let me say this also during MVCI, where the netcode is actually good. We never had any problems either, right? Because the PlayStation 4, you also said that's on Wi-Fi.
Yep.
Yeah. So there you go.
and my new kids, my PS4 is the first gen. That I think is the first gen because I know the later iterations or versions of the PS4, you get to run on 5G.
Oh.
I think.
Hmm.
Because I know I'm running on the regular 2.4.
Oh, I see. Yeah. The gigahertz thing, right?
Yeah, the gigahertz.
Oh, interesting.
I know.
I think. Well, I'm not sure if the gigahertz thing is actually what's contributing to the speed, but it's just different frequencies and signals and such.
Yeah.
In case there's like something clashing and stuff like that. If you want to like hop onto one or the other. But yeah. Regardless, though, your Wi-Fi for some reason is like one of the best ones I've run into. So.
Because again, I sacrifice.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Innocent blood.
Yeah. That's surely what happens on in the Hawaiian Islands. Sacrifice, and then you get better Wi-Fi. That's surely what happens. So
We throw people into the volcano.
yeah, that definitely is it. That's definitely how it works. Did you have anything else you comment on the showcase, the PlayStation 5 showcase?
No, that's like I wish there was more news about certain games, but
Yeah.
what can you do?
Yeah. There wasn't a whole lot of new stuff. It was just like more expanding upon what was already there, and also of course there's 16, right? Final Fantasy 16, and also the new God of War that's coming. So, that was probably the biggest ones that popped out. So, out of that came out of there. So, Let me go really quickly go through the launch titles for the PlayStation 5 if I can expand this. Okay, that's not showing up well. Let me just bring up the picture. Hold on. Just give me a minute here.
Look at all those OnlyFans. What?
What?
I got it.
Okay, so let me open this link. Right. Oh shit. Oh god. All right, here we go. All right, so for oh yeah, this is actually this is the PlayStation Plus collection list. Sorry about that. This is God of War. We got God of War, Bloodborne, Monster Hunter World, Final Fantasy 15, Fallout 4, Mortal Kombat X, Uncharted 4, Ratchet and Clank, Days Gone. Do you want to read the other half?
Next we have Until Dawn, Detroit Become Human, Battlefield 1, Infamous Second Son, Batman Arkham Knight, download that. The Last Guardian, skip that. The Last of Us, skip that.
Well, that's a good one.
Persona 5, download that.
Mm-hmm.
Resident Evil 7, download that. Buy it again, and then download it.
Buy it physical and then digitally download it.
And also, and get the VR.
Oh yeah, the VR.
And play
That's
it
right.
all at once.
Yeah. They haven't said too much about the VR, which I'm surprised about, because like, are there just not any VR games at launch? Is that what's going on? Maybe they're just developing it. I think they're taking their time because of COVID.
But now with all this stuff, that list is like, is it being emulated, or did those games actually got like the hands treatment of being massaged to be in working condition for a PS5?
Oh yeah, that's a good question. I'm not too sure about what exactly
like
they
updated,
did.
Not updated graphics, but like updated to run smoothly on a PS5.
Yeah, that's a good question. All right, so there is the launch title list right here. I guess I'll take the first half here, starting from Assassin's Creed all the way down to. I'll just take the D's. If that's that. You like that?
You like that?
You like that? Anyway, all right. So we have Assassin's Creed Valhalla. We have Destiny 2 Beyond Light, Dirt 5, Forza 4. Wait, why is it including Xbox stuff? That's weird. Anyway, well, that's the games you can get at launch for both systems, I guess. So Forza Horizon 4, Fuser, Gears Tactics, Marvel Avengers, Sakuna, Tetris Effect, Falconeer, oh yeah, sorry, I lost track there. Anyway, Watch Dogs Legion, the two consoles for Xbox Series X, of course, 13, Yakuza Like a Dragon, Assassin's Creed Valhalla for PlayStation 5, Astro's Playroom, that's the PlayStation 5 like demo thing, Demon Souls, of course, Destruction All Stars, Devil May Cry Special Edition. And you have the rest.
Oh, great. Give me the trash tier.
I got the D.
Okay, let's see. We have Fortnite, then Godfall, Just Dance. Why is there Just Dance? Marvel Avengers, Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales, then the PS5, then the digital edition of the PS5, Sackboy: A Big Adventure, Watchdog Legion, Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. Why is it listed twice?
Because there's one for PlayStation 4 and one for PlayStation 5, and then the one for Xbox as well. Yep.
Oh, and PC.
Yep, and PC. Yeah, don't forget PC.
Kingdom Hearts Elite Beat Agents and Yakuza Like a Dragon.
You just say Kingdom Hearts Elite BH.
That's what it is. Don't.
Ah man, that's funny. That's funny. Yeah.
Which that would be a fun game to play on the Switch if they.
Yeah, they should bring that back. Yeah. But you know, hey,
But you know the copyright and
yeah, the licensing and all
Yeah.
that. Also, I think even if they get around that, I think they're just gonna import it. They're not gonna make a new one.
Well, I don't fucking care. Let me play the old three
Okay.
3DS version or DS version because they did port ish the World Ends With You, right?
Yes, they did.
For the Switch.
They
So,
also added more content.
yeah, so just do what they did with the World Ends With You.
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of people are gonna throw money at Nintendo if they did that.
Yeah. Yeah. That it's a perfect game on the Switch. You know, especially handheld or whatever.
Yeah, like fuck, I'll throw more money at Nintendo if they brought the Project Cross Zone games.
Dude, that's one of my ports that I really want from the 3DS lineup. That's
Like, it doesn't have to be like updated graphics or not. It just bring it into like the to
yeah,
the
just
system.
up like obviously the clean resolution and stuff, and then just make it so that it works with Switch controls, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. That's just you're printing money. When it comes to the that side of the gamers, when it comes to like Capcom and Namco and then all that stuff.
Yeah. And then again, like, well, speaking of ports,
Yeah.
come on, Sony or Capcom in this case, bring Sengoku Basara. I know it's gonna be a niche audience, but I'll fucking play them all.
I think they might do that with PlayStation Now. That's probably the way to do it.
Yes. But again, I really want to play Sengoku Basara, but you gotta import it. So it's like,
Yeah, that's yeah, you're right. That's one of the only titles still that you have to pretty much import it. They haven't, yeah, because
it's a niche.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, it's just a niche game. That's why.
Yeah. Yeah. With yeah, because like you have like titles like Yakuza and like all these other JRPGs and such, and all the other like Japanese games coming over here in the States. We don't have Sengoku Basara. Like what the heck? Like what's going on with that? Come on, Capcom.
I mean, we're technically going to do it. We're going to get Sengoku Basara now, but it's not in the way some people want it. But
Oh, okay.
it's something.
Okay.
Thank you, Tekken.
Oh yeah, that's right, Tekken. We were gonna bring that up, but I guess we can bring it up now. What'd you say?
Beep beep.
Yeah, right. So yeah, so what's going on with Tekken? With the update, there's a new update coming, and there's some new characters coming.
Yeah, new cards. It's apparently the Amaterasu patch or expansion.
Uh-huh.
And lo and behold, there's Sengoku Basara characters, and I'm going, oh, Capcom, you did not forget this series.
They certainly did not forget. Oh, there you go. There's the Tekken trailer. I'll just have it on mute just in case. But yeah, there's new characters coming, new characters, new cards for Tekken.
Like when they showed off the Sengoku characters, I was like, ooh, yes. Like I know it's all about Amaterasu, but yes, seeing the Sengoku's like, go away, Amy. It's like, go away.
Yeah.
You had your spotlight.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny that it's mostly every like known, so to speak, characters for the Sengoku games and anime, but there are some characters that are missing.
Oh, I see. Yeah, yeah.
But I don't know if it's because they just didn't want to put them, but there'll still be as cards.
Yeah.
But just seeing Nobunaga again, just right there, it's like, oh, the Demon King is here, and there's his wife, Lady No.
Uh-huh.
But it was really nice to see, again, oh, you did not forget this series. Good job, Capcom. Now make us a game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Actually, what would it be a good idea for the PS5 to be the testing ground for Tekken to be on it?
I don't know.
Since there's another MOBA game that's on the PS4 at the moment.
Yeah, you're right. Well, maybe we'll get to that by the end of it, but yeah, there's an update for Tekken. That's pretty cool. Featuring some characters that are niche but beloved by Capcom fans, including Amaterasu and also Sengoku Basara. So, pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Some of those characters would have made Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite a little bit fun.
Yeah, right. They didn't even put Amaterasu. Like, what the heck? Like, what the fuck was that all about?
No, because she wasn't as popular as fucking Spencer.
I mean, to be fair, like the moves they gave to Spencer are memorable, like bionic arm. That those moments are memorable. But like if you're gonna pick an actual like popular video game character, yeah, Amaterasu should have taken that.
Or not just only Amy. Hey, where's Beautiful Joe? Oh yeah, that's right. He dead.
Yeah, I guess, right? He gone. He gone.
He's behind the Capcom vault. It's the same thing like the Disney vault. They just flew him in there and go like, bye.
I think what it is also, they picked characters that were like, oh, this character would fit good in the MCU sort of setting, because that's what happened pretty much. Or like they wanted that MCU sort of touch in there, which is why they only had the MCU characters in there for the most part, with the exception of Venom. And then like
retarded.
Yeah, like I guess they were like, oh, these characters wouldn't fit in here, so that's why they just didn't make the cut, because they picked Spencer over someone like Amy, because Spencer is human, that sort of thing. And then like meanwhile you have a character like fucking Arthur. It's like, what? I know he's a classic character, but looks very cartoony and all that. I don't know. Anyway,
I mean, I guess with Arthur is because there is a knight character in the Marvel comics. I just can't remember what his name is.
Oh, I see.
But again, yeah, it's like some of their choices, I bet Capcom was just like beating their heads over with a stick, going like, why?
Yeah, Disney had a big role in that, I think, unfortunately. But anyway, let's get a move on in this list here. So the PlayStation 5 was revealed and all that stuff. That was nice. They revealed the price point and all that stuff. Meanwhile, there with the Xbox side of things, with their pre-orders and all that stuff, they had to do a price cut on the Series S in Japan already, because I guess they wanted to get those consoles in Japanese gamers' hands. So I guess they had to do what they had to do, which is to cut the price. Not much on it, not much detail. They were just like, yeah, we need to sell this in Japan, so get these consoles in the hands of the Japanese gamers, I guess. But it's weird because meanwhile, I don't know if you heard about this, but there was over 700% in sales boost when it came to the Xbox One. Yeah, because apparently there were, I don't know if this was confirmed at all, but to me though, I think it's safe to assume that a lot of people confuse the names between each other. So there's the Xbox One, the Xbox Series X, and the Xbox Series S, and not to mention there's also the Xbox 360. Like, what? Well, how do you how if you're a grandparent of some gamers, is like how are you gonna decipher that, like besides looking through the internet? But it's like when you think of it, when you on the top of your head, it's like if you're gonna if you think 360 is the latest console, I don't blame you, because that's like you know how they see video games or video game console names, like, oh, the highest number is the latest thing, right? Like,
yeah, like most people, they use numbers as their telegraph, or oh, this must be the newest thing. When you put like words and stuff, it's like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, Nintendo tends to not do that either, but at least they're like very different. They're very distinct from each other. So they can use like the design of the console as itself as like a way to make people know, like, oh, this is gotta be the latest thing, right? The only confusion that happened was with the Wii and the Wii U, because they were really shitty on the marketing. But other than that, then we had the DS lineup, right? That's also, it could be a little confusing, but at least, I don't know, like the 3DS and stuff like that, I guess that got a pass. I don't know. There were a lot of versions of that throughout the DS lineup. Like there was the DS Lite and all that stuff, the original DS, and then so on and so forth. but but with the PlayStation, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like oh man, Xbox. Microsoft.
Microsoft should just stop and just say, we're just gonna build gaming computers.
Pretty much, right? Pretty much.
Like, I don't know what to say. Like, even I'm confused what they're naming for the next consoles. Like, okay, so which one is the better one? It's this one.
Yeah, because there's the Series S and the Series X, right? It's like, just from looking, if you were to look from the outside in, it's like, which one's the new one? Like, it's, what?
It's like they're both new. Then why don't you call it this? It's like,
right.
It's like Andrew coming out. It's like,
I think even the iPhone lineup, Apple tried to do something different about it, but they were like, yeah, fuck it, let's just number them, because there was the iPhone X and then XS or something, X or XR or some shit like that. That was shit. That one kind of confuses me, man. So that's a good thing I don't need to get a fucking Xbox, the iPhone X, and then meanwhile there's the iPhone 11. Thank God they went back to the actual numbers. So yeah, that's just how it goes in the technology world. You gotta number your shit. You gotta number your shit. Oh yeah, so meanwhile, the Series S, I think, went from let's see, 32,980 yen to 29,980 yen. So they had to cut it down by almost 100. Not quite there, but it is still kind of a considerable cut. But with that said, though, I think they've sold out in Japan when it comes to the actual pre-orders for the series, whatever, S or X, which really says something about how they're marketing their console and such for the Japanese side of things. And also, this is not on the docket, but I do want to bring this up briefly, that a game like Galgun, right, for example, or like those anime games are, kind of strong on the fan service side of things, let's just say, put it nicely. They're not coming over to PlayStation because you have to remember that Sony has their the censorship policies. Remember that? Yeah. Yeah, so a lot of those Japanese developers were just like, no, we're not gonna do that because it just takes more time, and you know, it kind of just ruins what the game is known for, or whatever. You know, they just can't be as expressive or whatever. Even it's something as like, you know, swimsuits, you know, they can't even do that under the Sony eyes, apparently. So that's why they a game like Galgun Returns, which was revealed recently, that's not coming to PlayStation. And instead it's gonna come to Switch, Xbox, and PC. So it could be a foreshadow of something when it comes to the anime side of things, the anime games, if people are really into those. For those who only own a console. So yeah, any comment on that? Any comment so far?
I'm still laughing again, like the naming of the Xbox. It's like, how hard is it to just name a console without trying to sound whatever Series X and Series X is?
Mm-hmm. They should have just gone with Scarlet. Because
Would have been a good name.
Scarlet could have been a cool name. Like, ditch the whole X or whatever, and then call it Scarlet or something.
Yeah.
Or yeah, I mean, you know, even I guess even like Xbox Scarlet could have been a little decent, but Scarlet alone would have been like, it just sounds cool. You know, that sounds like, you know, oh, it's like, I haven't heard this word in a long time. Maybe this is a new console. I don't know. So maybe that, I feel like that should have been the name for it. But it was just a project name. That's all. In the past now, it's not gonna happen. You know, kind of the same thing with Switch. People felt like, oh, it should have been the Nintendo NX, but hey, it's called a Switch because that's what it does. You know, that's just project names for you. But hey, that's like the same thing for GameCube. If you want to go by the project name, it would have been called Dolphin. Remember that?
I wonder if that would have been a better name to kind of like separate the both, but it might have sounded stupid.
Probably.
The digital version of the new Xbox would be Dolphin, and then
No.
because you know D,
Right.
and then Scarlet will be the one with everything.
Yeah. But hey, I mean, hey, as simple as should have been. I mean, they could have just gone with Xbox 2. I wouldn't blame them, you know, because they started from, or they started with Xbox One. You know, Xbox 2 would have been fine. You know, but no, they gotta be all. I don't know.
See, they had to be fancy.
They had to be fancy. They gotta be different. Like, I don't know, man. Anyway.
It's like, what are you doing?
Something relating to the PlayStation, funny enough, and this is also relating in general for gaming. On the Twitch side of things, there were some mid-roll ads that were forced in there for streamers. They tried to do that. I think they took it out, but I'm not too sure. Don't quote me on that. Some like, what's up?
Quote him.
Yeah. So it was an experiment, I guess, supposedly, of forcing mid-roll ads instead of like letting the streamers choose when to, you know, put out those mid-roll ads, just to make more ad revenue or whatever, right? Which of course will, you know, shake up the viewership either way. More on the bad side, of course. And I got this tweet to show involving with the PlayStation.
That.
Let me put it full screen.
Let's leave Lego Halo Powder back in the decades with the Star Wars.
Witches and wizards
Do, 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 do.
I had Chamber of Secrets and then Gameway Advance.
Oh, my Jesus.
Twitch! Twitch! Did you just give me an ad in the middle of the fucking street? Twitch!
Like, I'm sorry. Like, what is Twitch's objective by doing, like, out of nowhere?
I have no idea, bro.
It's like you're watching a movie, like, yeah, it's like you're watching a movie and it's about to hit that big climax, and then all of a sudden an ad is like,
Yeah, like what?
like if that happened on Netflix, you know how many people are gonna flip their shits?
Right, yeah. Like if that would happen during like a movie or Netflix or
Disney Plus. Oh,
dude, oh my god, that would have been so aggravating, dude. And this is like a prime example of why this should not happen. It should not happen. So supposedly, I will say, they stopped that. So bad Twitch. No. Bad.
Outside.
Bad Twitch, bad. just like hit it on the nose.
Get the spray bottle.
Did the spray bottle. Oh man. So yeah, that happened. It's funny enough during a PlayStation reveal too, or the showcase. That funny enough. So let's switch things over to some fighting games, specifically fighters of Dragon Ball Fighters. Master Roshi was released, so we can watch a little bit of that. Peggy 12. We will mute it because Namco likes to claim trailers.
Who's Peggy and why is she 12-year-old?
That is also always a question indeed. So what's different about Master Roshi right away, I can say from my perspective, is that you have to control his super dash. Unlike the other fighters where it auto aims to the opponent. Essentially, you have to aim yourself to the opponent when you're doing combos. So that's why he's a little harder than most of the fighters in Dragon Ball Fighters. But he is apparently really good. He's given a lot of he has a lot of tools to make him a pretty effective fighter. I don't know he's top tier, but he's definitely at least mid-high or the lower end of the high tier side of things. But we haven't really seen tournaments and such, so it's really hard to figure out where Master Roshi is. So, but hey, glad to see Master Roshi made it in there. Really cool. Do you have any comments?
What took them so long?
Right. He should have been he was an obvious pick, but hey, he's in there, I guess.
At least maybe season 2.
Yeah. But now
if not,
go ahead.
If not, she kind of should have been launch.
Oh yeah. I wonder how they would handle her super dash, quote unquote, or maybe she could have been super zony or something with her guns. I don't know, and don't allow her to dash. I don't know. Or maybe she just have a hook shot. I don't know. Like that. Maybe that could have been a way to do it. And then if they block it, she doesn't dash in because
Yeah.
she could have been Spencer. She could have been like a Spencer sort of character. That would have been kind of sick. Oh yeah, right.
It's like, wait, what?
Yeah.
That's when you...
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, it's like that's when Ultra Instinct music goes into a streaking halt.
Oh yeah.
It's like, what was that?
And this one, I have to label this one. Oh yeah, Jump Force. You remember this game?
Thank you for coming to our podcast. We'll see you next week.
Oh man. Jump Force, meanwhile, is still getting updates with characters and such. we have Hiei in the mix. I think there was one more character that was revealed too. I forget his name. He was from Hunter x Hunter.
No.
No. Don't even bother.
Don't press that button.
Don't press that button. Yeah, he is in there. You know, that game is still alive, I guess, somehow, in some way. Meanwhile, different subject. So, former Cyberpunk and Witcher devs formed a new studio, and they're gonna make their first game for the next generation consoles, which is The Invincible, coming to both PlayStation 5 and Series X/S. Not much has been said. There's no trailer or anything like that. But, you know, I guess it's seems promising or interesting, to say the least, for the CD Projekt Red sort of fans. Because, you know, that's where they came from, and, you know, now they have their own studio, so that's kind of interesting. And then it's called Stanward Industries. And apparently, it's going to be a first-person sci-fi adventure with the scientists traversing a hostile planet to find their missing crewmates. That's all we got. And a couple of screenshots. Right. And I think that's all there is to it for now. No other information.
Cyberpunk is not even out yet, and they're already making a new studio and all that stuff. It's like, why?
Yeah, I mean, I guess they fulfilled their side of the contract, and that's what they wanted to do after that contract. So. Oh wow, even Dying Light devs were a part of it. Oh wow, that's kind of interesting. Dying Light, remember that game?
I'm already a Dying Light.
Wait, does that give you motion sickness?
I gotta look at the gameplay.
Oh yeah.
My memory.
I mean, it's not. Well, at least the console ones aren't 60 frames per second, but the controls are very different from, at least for me anyway. They're very different from your typical first-person adventure game. There's a lot of climbing in that game. A lot of climbing. Oh yeah, so I guess yeah, you brought up you did bring up about the Devil May Cry choreographer, right? For Yoshi P. So maybe this was a part of it, and this rumor, I guess. I mean, maybe it might be confirmed at this point. But anyway, Ryota Suzuki, designer of Devil May Cry 5 and Dragon's Dogma, joined Square Enix as battle director of a new AAA title under the Third Business Development Division. This division is Naoki Yoshida's Final Fantasy XIV, and AAA title has been rumored to be Final Fantasy XVI. So there you go. That might have been the thing that you mentioned. So yeah.
Yep. So for me, you know, knock on wood, 16 is gonna be good. From story wise, combat wise, we'll see.
Yeah.
See more combat.
Mm-hmm. Quick little news, meanwhile. The Nintendo 3DS has finally halted in production after 9 years. So it's officially retired now. Now the Nintendo Switch will be the handheld console and just console in general for Nintendo.
Which to me that's good, because the Switch, it has a really good battery life.
Yeah, for what it is, yeah. Especially now, yeah.
Yeah, and then with technology and stuff, there are ways to do to charge it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So thank you, Switch. Just give us Switch Pro already, Nintendo.
Yeah, right. And give us more 3D ports, or 3DS ports, damn it. Project X Zone or Cross Zone, you know, and then you know, and all that jazz. Advance Wars, you know, more of that. More. What happened to the Virtual Console? Are you gonna bring those games over to here?
Nope.
Probably not. They're probably gonna do something with it though.
You better buy it physical.
Yeah, probably. And meanwhile, a little more on Nintendo stuff. The Animal Crossing cards are returning. Good on them, because you know Animal Crossing on the Switch has been really still it's still popular. So it only makes sense for them to bring back the Amiibo cards. And yes, this is from the official Nintendo Twitter. So
it's only from Series 1 through 4. So unless they're gonna make Series 5, I'm not gonna buy it because I already have the villagers I want.
But good news for a lot of people though is that you don't have to pay, extra money for that to get that one card, because now it's gonna diminish the value of those cards that we're selling. So the rarity is definitely gonna change on those cards anyway. They can't sell as high because these cards are coming back anyway. So it's like, why pay that much when I can just...
There he is. There he is.
What's going on?
$50.
Oh my god. Oh man. And funny because Apollo is like right here too.
I know, that's why I seen him. It's like, bitch.
Yep. Now people like you don't have to pay $50 for another card in the future because
I think he was 8.
Oh, Sterling? Sterling's 8? Oh wow.
I think he was 8. Ooh, look what I'm doing. I think he was 4.
Growing, yeah.
4 again. 6. $10. 12.
and you add all that up, man.
It's only because of him.
Yeah, I know, right?
I did not want to play the fishing game.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Now these cards are coming back, and then they're probably gonna have new cards in the future. So that'd be kind of cool to see. Hopefully. But anyway, what do I have? Among Us news twice. I will save that for a later bit. Anyway, let's move on to some Netflix news, as we have a upcoming CG series that is Resident Evil. So we have Leon Kennedy and Claire Redfield in the mix.
So there, he's gonna fuck her and keep the Redfield bloodline strong.
Oh man. Well, I guess and Kennedy, but I don't know. Anyway.
Leon, you gotta do my sister. It's like, oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
I wonder if it's the same team that does the Resident Evil CGI movies.
Good question. I have no idea where that could be for an answer, but let's see. Let's see. Oh, apparently it's recommended to wear headphones.
Or you have a sound bar, like some of us do.
Yeah, so I have one too.
Which I don't want to play it during nighttime because it'll be blasting.
I'm not sure where this would lie in the timeline, but I think this just could be a spin-off or whatever. But it is canon, apparently. So it doesn't really say where exactly would that be in the timeline. Maybe it's after 6, I don't know. Because Leon does look a little older, so could be after. Well, it looks young here, but I don't know. I'm not sure. Hard to say.
Sorry. I'm looking at who's the production
Uh-huh.
Of where was it? Yeah, produced by the TMS Entertainment. So I'm just looking at what have they done for the last 10 years, and apparently they are one of the production companies that did your favorite anime at the moment, Doctor Stone,
Oh, okay. Huh.
and Fruit Basket, the reboot.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Dr. Stone.
And,
Hmm.
and then for their feature films, it's mostly all the Lupin the Third movies.
Oh, okay.
Jesus Christ, that's a lot of Lupin.
Did they also do the Lupin CGI movie?
Let me see. Their latest one is Lupin the Third, Fujiko Mind's Lie. Nope.
Okay. That's probably a different company.
Yeah.
Cause that looks really good. I haven't seen that movie, but probably should. That looks really good.
They were also the outside contractor for the in-game movie sequence for Kingdom Hearts, the first one.
Oh.
Okay.
So
Okay.
what about the rest? Like who did the ones for 2 and 3 and such and all that between?
Oh, they did the opening animation for Tokyo After School Summoners. Do not look that up, kids. It's a gotcha game, but do not look it up.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, anyway, pretty interesting. Maybe I'll catch this one. I'm not sure, but what about you? Do you have any initial sort of interest?
If Leon
Oh, go ahead.
is
Sorry.
not advancing on Claire, I ain't going to watch it. Or if I don't see Chris like poking his head, it's like, do it.
Mm-hmm.
Do it. Make the babies.
Make the babies. Wait, so what happened to the one with Wesker? Is that real? Is that remember the? I think we talked about it on last time. The one with Wesker. Is that still a thing?
With whiskers? I don't know. Maybe in an alternate timeline.
Probably, I don't know. Where does Wesker's thing lie in the timeline? Who knows? Because it's it's not Wesker. It's the Wesker kids or something like that.
The whiskers.
The Whiskers, yeah. Albert Whisker. He turned into a cat. That's what happened.
Yeah, instead of turning into this awesome G-Virus fighter, he turned into pretty much Felicia from Darkstalkers.
Oh boy, that would that would be.
And that'll confuse a lot of little boys and girls.
Yeah, that's for sure. That is for sure.
And I'll just be sitting on like, hey, can't wait for the cosplayers.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, anyways, we can move on to the next Capcom thing, which is an update for Monster Hunter World. I'll just put it in the background here, but there is the Fatalis, I think, update, right? And then from October 1st,
which is in 2 days.
Yep.
And I work on that day, but it's okay. I'm in the morning shift, so I'm gonna rush home.
Yep. And then there's one for Velkhana. And apparently there's a Universal Studios collaboration. I have no idea what that is. Oh. Wait, what are they doing for the collaboration? Is it just costumes? Oh, probably this. Oh. Whoa.
Did you not see this?
No, I did not see this at all. Why is the dude's head like not matching with the skin tone on the it could be just the lighting, but
it's called Sorry, we ran out of spray tan.
Yeah, they only had enough for the face.
Yep.
Or I mean, this guy had worn just bodysuits the entire time and never, let the sun, bathe on the skin, I guess. But yeah, man, female and male for the buff body. What good? My goodness, and it's layered armor, so you can definitely wear this over your usual gear.
Nah.
Nah. You don't want to be buff?
Nah.
Some people want to be buff. There are people.
I mean, I do want to be buff, but I want to look natural with the muscles, not look like a fucking.
Oh, a muscle balloon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get you. All right. And then there was a Nintendo Direct along the way. I believe it was just a partner showcase, right?
Where's Mish Mish?
I know, right? I haven't heard too much complaining. I think people learned their lesson. They're just like, all right, I'll just shut up this time around.
They just haven't.
What?
No, they have not.
Oh, they have. Okay, I mean, maybe I just forgot, but maybe they were still complaining. Maybe I just forgot. Anyways, in the Direct there was Ori, right? It launched, I believe, at that time. And then they showed off Monster Hunter stuff. So there was Monster Hunter Stories 2, Wings of Ruin, and then Monster Hunter Rise. And I think we know which one's the better game here, which is Stories 2, right?
And we all know which.
Well, no, actually, for you it might be better because Rathalos is like one of the main character, right? He's like one.
What are you insinuating?
This Rathalos though, like.
Go on. Let it all out.
Yeah. See all those Rathalos, dude? You see those Rathalos?
Say it all loud for the kids in the back.
Look at this Rathalos. Very, very anime art style here for the story series. Monster Hunter Stories. Stories. Yeah, I don't know about this one in particular. Have you are you familiar with the stories stuff? No?
Nope. And I tried to watch the anime and I got fucking annoyed from it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Sorry.
Character.
Oh, by one character. Who do you want to share that for the people who did watch it?
It was the fucking Palico.
Oh, okay, I see.
That thing to die.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
No, go look up Monster Hunter Story Palico. You'll see why I wanted that thing to die.
Oh man,
Just
what did they do to make you say that, man?
Just look at it.
All right.
So you would want to put it out of its misery. just do it now, so you can feel my anger.
I'm not too sure how the gameplay is because
It's very RPG-ish, turn-based.
Oh, turn-based. Okay. I see. But yeah, meanwhile, Monster Hunter Rise is where we are mostly familiar with the combat and stuff. It's got the hook shot sort of thing going on with the wire bug, and you can get to ride on the big ass dog this time around, who has a uncanny resemblance to Rapide from Tales of Vesperia. I'm sorry, but he looks too much like Rapide. It's like your analogy of Capcom borrowing someone else's homework, like, hey, can we borrow that real quick, Namco? Sure.
Just don't copy.
Just don't copy it too much, right? Yeah, sure. And they just like changed a couple of things, and it's like, all right, this is my homework. All right, cool.
My homework is better than yours. It's like,
Mhm.
No, it's not.
Did you have any comment about Rise? What did you think of it?
Let me look at my email.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I know what you're doing.
Capcom official store pre-order confirmation. Thank you for purchasing from the Capcom official web store. Please find your pre-order details below. Please also note you're not charged yet. You will be notified by email. We charge you when the day comes close to your pre-order. Monster Hunter Rise Collector Edition, quantity 1, total $123.29.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So-
Congrats on your collector's edition.
See, this thing is dead right now. I
You're-
just took
you're-
it out. VR.
Yeah. Oh look, and there's the twins. I wonder if they're the handlers for this game.
Oh, they're handling something on. Like I showed some people. Twitter or the artists that I follow worked really fast. I was
Yeah.
Like, oh. Good job.
Now, did you remember what the collector's edition comes with? I know it comes with the amiibo, right?
Which apparently is one of the most expensive ones out of the 3.
Oh.
Oh wait, something's scratching my door.
Oh yeah, the cat.
Hurry up and get inside. Okay, what was I looking for? Oh, yes. Collector's edition.
What does it come with?
I'll give you the image so you can share it to everyone else in the room. Well, man.
All right. And open original.
Oh wait, that's the port.
Oh wait. Wobamo. Okay. All right. Yeah. So it comes with the amiibo, right? You got some pins, stickers, and all the digital stuff, or the pre-order content, or no, excuse me, the deluxe edition content.
Yeah.
So that one comes with a Samurai layered armor set, shuriken collar, fish collar for gestures, or emotes, pretty much. Samurai pose set, kabuki face paint, and Izuchi tail hairstyle. Huh.
Yep.
And it's all coming out on March 26th of next year, 2021. I'm pretty interested in it. It looks pretty cool. For a Switch game, it doesn't look too bad. So I'm hooked on it. Hopefully this will be a good Monster Hunter game to hold me over and everyone else who buys it until the brand new like a brand new World 2 or something. I don't know. That could come. Because Monster Hunter World was very, very successful in terms of sales, so it only makes sense to have a World 2, just to, like, you know, keep people hooked on to that. But anyways, let me see. Oh, whoops, I forgot to get rid of this. Let's delete that. And then
It says OnlyFans link.
All right, so let's switch things over to Persona 5 news. Not particularly towards the game, but a card game apparently. They have a card game set pertaining around Persona 5. So that's pretty cool. So that's what the cards look like. And mind you, they're not trading cards or anything like that. No TCG or anything like that. It's like, you know, poker and stuff, like Three of Spades, and there's Joker, of course. Um,
Why can't they just make a playing cards, set? Oh wait, there it is.
yeah, right here. So there's a playing card set right there.
Well,
Yeah,
I'll be
look,
there.
look no longer, my friend. And they are selling for 1,500 yen, which is not too bad. It's like around probably $20 at the most, depending on conversion rates. Releasing around November 20th, or November 2020, excuse me. Anything else? Not really. Oh, there's like different sets too. So you want the big boy set? That's like, yeah, that's 1,500. If you want the smaller pack, for whatever reason, there's 1,200. So I guess like this one comes with like different cards or whatever. There's 2 Joker cards, 54 playing cards, including 2 Joker cards, and then this one, I guess this one doesn't have the special cards or whatever. Maybe that's why it's a little cheaper, just a little cheaper.
Jesus Christ, what is this? Cards Against Humanity expansions?
No, I know. That'd be really weird to have like Cards Against Humanity and Persona 5 collaboration. That'd be like one of the strangest collaborations that have ever come out in this century. I would never ever think about that. What a lot of people didn't think about is Microsoft buying ZeniMax, which is a corporation full of other gaming companies, including Bethesda. For I think it was like $7.5 billion or something like that, which is quite a big purchase. I think the next biggest purchase was Star Wars during the Disney acquisition, which was like $4 billion, I believe, if I remember that correctly. But yeah, this is a pretty big move. They bought not just Bethesda, but a lot of the companies along with Bethesda. So what does that mean for the future of Xbox? Well, probably the most obvious one is, well, exclusivity with a lot of the Bethesda games that will be developed for the future. Not the ones that are being developed, like Starfield and such, but because those other games that have been announced for PlayStation, whatever, like PlayStation 5 and such, they're still coming to the PlayStation. I think it's just that the next time they make a new batch of games, those are gonna come out for the only for the Xbox and PC or whatever for this amount of time or something like that. Whether it's a windowed exclusivity or timed exclusivity or a permanent one, we don't know. But for someone like me, not big news when it comes to the games themselves. Obviously, the purchase is big. Obviously, that's a big power move when it comes to business side of things. But when it comes to the games themselves, which matters to, well, us, doesn't really change me a whole lot. Like, I feel very indifferent about it because, well, I was gonna plan to get games like the new Fallout whenever that comes out on PC. The next time they actually make a good Fallout game. But the same with like Starfield maybe, or the Elder Scrolls game, like, or Elder Scrolls 6. That's definitely a PC purchase for me. What about you? Any comments you wanted to throw in there?
Nope.
Yeah.
Because it's more like, okay, Microsoft, you have this powerhouse, which is Bethesda. Use it wisely.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be like EA or Activision. No, I think it's EA. When EA grabs new stuff, they
Right.
kind of
When they
kill them.
Yeah. I see what you mean. They got Respawn, and they haven't done much with it other than the Star Wars game, right? And then Apex. That's it.
Epoxy.
Epoxy. Yeah. But you're right. You know, sometimes these companies do buy these things, but they don't really just don't do much with it other than they just want to just let it sit there and make money for them, you know.
Yep. And if they don't, it's like, okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Yeah, you're bye bye. Shoo. You know. It slipped out of my tongue. Which one was it? Oh yeah, with fucking Activision and Blizzard. Like, you know, look what's been happening with Blizzard ever since they were, you know, bought by Activision. You know, nothing but bad things for the most part, and let's hope that the same thing doesn't happen with Microsoft. But I have good faith that they will do better than what the other companies do with their purchases and stuff. Because you know, they're not messing around. They put a lot of money in there, so I'm pretty sure they want to. Uh-oh. Was that your cat?
It's like she saw my foot.
Oh, I see.
She got scared.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure they're not gonna screw it up because you know they put a lot of money into it and it takes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they'll make use of it, good use of it, hopefully. So anyway, there is an update on the Skullgirls news, sort of. So for those who haven't following, there has been a big fallout with the company that makes Skullgirls, right? With Mike Z, you know, being pretty much the bad guy of this whole story, and pretty much everyone else were let go by Mike Z himself, I believe. And while before that, a lot of the key figures left the company, such as Kinuko, who is, I believe, the artist or designer or something like that for Skullgirls, for example. Don't quote me on that. But anyway, those people, I'm not sure if it's like all of them or most of them or just the key figures, formed a new studio called Future Club, which is in their tweet it says, "We're a new co-op game development studio," and that's pretty much it. And then it just says, check out our website and whatever. So formerly or recently formed, excuse me, and they, you know, mentioned their previous works like Indivisible, Skullgirls, League of Legends. They have a ton of background, you know, Scott Pilgrim, versus the World, the game, and so on and so forth. So, this is a co-op company, which means there's not going to be, you know, the one leader like the previous company, like Mike Z. He was like pretty much the leader, unfortunately. It's going to be made up of several individuals. They're all equal sort of leaders. So they'll that's how they're gonna try to run the company. So, best of luck to them. You know, that whole situation was really shitty, and hopefully, you know, we see good things out of it.
But good luck onto them.
Mm-hmm.
Can't wait to see what's in store from them.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. All right. So we already took a look at the Tekken update. Meanwhile, there is an update for another game that had a lot of potential. Was called No Man's Sky. So No Man's Sky is getting some sort of like expansion of sorts. A big update, pretty much, called No Man's Sky Origins. I guess I'll play the trailer right here. It's about 2 minutes. Let me just skip some parts right here.
Is this Among Us too?
Right?
Purple looking sus.
Mm-hmm. Well, I was doing electrical, or I was in electrical doing wires.
Red is being sus, running away.
Mm-hmm. Or you mean, oh god, is that guy the killer? Oh, I gotta run away. And then, nope, he's just trying to do a task.
Yep.
Yep, looks drastically different. It's the third-person view, I believe. I don't know if that was a feature that was lacking in the original No Man's Sky. But there's more stuff in there. It's an expansion, of course. There's jellyfish.
Space jellyfish.
And space jellyfish. I think that's new also, the mech suit.
Is that Bumblebee?
Right. There's new ships. I think you can be different races as well. Like different aliens and stuff. Although I'm not sure if that was a thing back then. There's just probably more customization.
Oh look, it's Destiny.
I know, right? The logo and all that. Oh man. That's funny. So anyway, that's pretty cool. Our friends have been playing No Man's Sky, some of them anyway.
Yep.
So trying to get back into that, I guess.
Break.
What's up? Oh yeah, I need to take a break, I guess.
They're taking a break from what's it called? 14.
14, and they stopped playing WoW for a while, I guess. So, well, at least
Until
a couple.
the next expansion.
Yeah, until the next expansion. So yep, update for No Man's Sky. Pretty cool.
Yep.
And another bit of quick news. The date of the Game Awards have been locked and set for December 10th. So I think this is going to work is that they're going to be live streaming from different places, such as Los Angeles, London, and Tokyo, simultaneously. So I guess like whenever they want to like have, for example, the European representatives, they're all going to come to the London side of things, and then the Americans are Los Angeles, and then Japanese developers will be in Tokyo to, present the award or whatever it is that they're there for, or getting the award, maybe. So it's all gonna be online, of course, due to the pandemic side of things. There's a travel ban and all that. And so yeah, not much else to go off of. But yeah, kind of interesting of how they're doing things when it comes to the broadcasting side of things. Multiple studios, which is a neat idea, I guess, to go about it. Oh, welcome back.
Sorry.
It's alright. There's not much to go off of. It's Game Awards. There's a date for it, so cool.
Will we have Bayonetta 3 make a show? Nope. Okay, next.
We'll see about the announcements as well. We'll see about that. But anyway, there's a game that came out of nowhere, which was Kirby Fighters 2. So imagine a Smash-esque fighting game, but with Kirby characters. Only Kirby. With the many forms of Kirby.
Which Kirby is the strongest? Kirby Fighters 2.
And I think this is only $20, so if you want a nice little cheap game that's fun, perhaps, the Kirby Fighters game is up your alley. You can play online with friends, and you can also locally play it as well, so nice little cheap little game to pick up on. So yeah, there's a lot of Kirbys. There's also King DDD, Meta Knight, Gooey, even Waddle Dee, I believe, and so on and so forth. Interesting.
So this is the true Smash Brothers that Sakurai wanted to make.
Right, just all Kirbys, dude. All Kirbys. It surprisingly looks good for a cheap game. Stages look pretty good. Characters look pretty good. Oh, look at, there's items in there too, like a microphone, a rocket.
Red
What
rocket.
what the hell is that? It's the what? I don't remember this part, but anyway, it's some sort of friendship beam thing. All right.
Love and peace.
Yeah, right. But yeah. It's out on the Switch now, so that was totally out of nowhere.
Beep beep.
Also, I guess a game that came out of nowhere was Among Us. So Among Us has been the big new game that's been going on Twitch and YouTube, of course. New popular game right now. It was Fall Guys, but then Among Us is taking a throne for right now. So Among Us, for those who don't know, I'll just break it down very briefly. It's kind of like Mafia. You have a crew, and your crew is doing tasks, but amongst that crew, you have an imposter or two, and the imposter is out there to kill people. So if they kill enough people, they win the game. Of course, the crewmates, their goal is to just complete their tasks. You're in a spaceship or a space station, depending on which stage you pick. You do your tasks, you follow those tasks, you do them and stuff. So that's like the goal of things. Big part of the game, of course, is when you see a dead body left by the imposter, you report it and you discuss it out. Who did it, blah, blah, blah. You talk it out just like you do in Mafia. You try to find a murderer just by deciphering and stuff, try to see through the people's lies and stuff. And that's the name of the game. It's been, entertaining content. It's easy content for the creator because even if they die, they can still just listen in on the rest of the people, and they can go at it. They can argue with each other. It just makes for an entertaining stream or night in general. So we both played it, and I played it amongst with friends, and I guess I'll go first, just to get out of the way. I do see the appeal, and for the people who like that kind of stuff, it's fun. I can see that. I see the appeal as to why. Personally, not for me, because I just can't really maintain a imposter sort of persona. Like, I just don't have it in me, so it's just not my cup of tea. And also, like, if you really want to win, the meta is kind of fucked up, because what you pretty much have to do is just have a buddy system, and pretty much like whoever you're sticking with, if they're dead or whatever, it makes it more obvious that the other person is like the imposter, right? Especially when you have only one imposter. If that, person is dead, it's like, well, all right, you can break it down, you can narrow it down a lot easier and such. So the buddy system really kind of makes things a lot easier, especially when you all decide to go in a group. It could potentially make things a lot easier. Although the kill animations don't really show up when you get killed, so it's hard to say who murdered who right then and there. But point being, though, if you decide to do a partnership, so like a partner system, you build trust and stuff. That's when the game becomes a lot easier if you do it right, of course. But if you decide to just don't go with the partner system and such, then that's when the game does shine. So I know you played it with certain other people, and what is your opinion? Because I've seen you play, and
Don't fucking play in a room where everyone's so fucking jumpy.
That's it really
It gets really frustrating.
Yes.
Because logic goes out the damn door, and it's like, oh my god.
Well, yeah, you're in a room full of just regular people. You're not in a room full of lawyers and such, right? So, I mean, even lawyers kind of like, get a little crazy with each other, right? But,
But just like trying to like have order in a chaotic one, in a chaotic room where everyone's just jumping the gun is like,
yeah,
it's like stop.
yeah.
Stop.
That's the thing too. Like, I just that's not the kind of environment. I don't know. It's just not my cup of tea. That's just what I can sum up with. So, you're not gonna see me play it, but when it comes to all the big streamers, sure. Justin Wong's been going in on it. Maximilian's been going on. Or he played it. I mean, I don't know if he's like sticking to it, but but he had fun with it. That's the point being. And then, but you have other people like Sajam and such. A lot of the FGC people who have been playing it a lot. All the big YouTubers and gamers and such streamers are definitely playing it. It's that big. I read an article about how it got big exactly and why it got big. I think it's
It got big because they sacrifice a lot of innocent children.
I mean, that's what you pretty much do. You like sacrifice people to like narrow down like who's the imposter or not. Now there is a hard mode where when you dump out someone, it doesn't tell you, oh, this person was the imposter or not. So that could potentially make things a little more difficult, sure. But I think still like the buddy system is still the meta. So like it still narrows down who did what and such. And like, there is gonna be blood. There's still gonna be blood no matter how you look at it. Yeah. I'm trying to bring it up here. Excuse me. So apparently, who actually kicked it off was a streamer during 2020, of course, named SR Kaif. I think his name that's how you or Kaif. Maybe that's how you pronounce his name, but SR Kaif, who has over 100,000 followers, was streaming Among Us on a consistent basis with over 2,000 people watching. Back during okay, it doesn't say what month specifically, but apparently in May, there were other streamers who started to kind of pick up on it, starting with Admiral Bulldog, who has 700,000 followers, Sing Sing, who's close, who has similar numbers to that. They played that for a few hours, and that gave it a even bigger boost. And then by the end of July, it was starting to blow up. It was unbelievable, and I think by the time in August, that's when Ender Gamma brought it up to me when I was streaming about Among Us. But he was like super beating around the bush, right? So he was just like, so how good are you at lying? I'm like, what? Like in the middle of my stream, I'm like, how good are you at lying? Right? And I'm just like, wait, what? What? Like, in what context? Like, what are you talking about? What? Like, are you talking about lying in the video game or lying in real life? Like, what? Like, but eventually he got to the point and he was like, oh, you want to play Among Us? I was like, yeah, sure. I mean, $15, all right. Put down $15, played it. I mean, I had a good time. I mean, I didn't like feel shitty or anything like that. I mean, I play with us, or Among Us amongst us. That's kind of funny, but I had a good time. But yes, there's a lot of talking over and whatever. But as we managed to have an order, right? Like, whoever has the microphone, whoever has the megaphone, gets to talk first. That sort of thing, right? I think that's what we had going. But like I said, I see the appeal. And the next bit of news. I mean, do you have any more to say, Zawa, before we go further into the update?
Like, out of all the games I play, with a mixture from the dudes and video games, like
members and such,
members and stuff. I don't know how it can be, but getting imposter is so hard.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, let's say I play 10 games back to back.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe one time out of the 10, I'll be an imposter. And then, like, for other people, it'll be like 3 out of 10 times they'll be imposter. And it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. No, I mean, no, it's weird because I had the similar experience. I was never imposter. Like, out of like what the 10 games we played, like I was only imposter 2 times from what I can remember. So, it's weird. I think the imposter sort of rate is like kind of weird. Like, I think they purposely pick it to where like, oh, this person is always the imposter or always likely the imposter, right? But then you have that one person that never gets picked, becomes the imposter, and that's where maybe the game gets harder. Because I feel like I don't know, it makes more sense to equally distribute the percentages, right, or the chances of being imposter. But I don't know, it's I think they maybe purposely make it so that this person is more likely to be imposter, and then this other person less likely. So that way, sometimes they want to shake things up and make people think, oh, this guy always gets imposter, so he has to be imposter, right? But in this one game, it could be this other person, who could be the person you would never ever think of. You know what I mean? So it's funny because like whenever I was playing, right, there were people who like stuck to me because I was never the imposter. But the one time I was the imposter, like slapped them. And I did win one, and then I lost the other. So it's like, yeah, it's whatever, So, any more comments before we go into the big part of the Among Us update or news?
Nope.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you pretty much summed up your experience. Like, man, yeah, you
No, because again, like, just playing with very what's the word? Jumpy people.
Yeah.
It's like, stop.
Yeah, I get it. It's
That's why,
frustrating.
like, the last game I played, it was Steve.
Yes.
I wasn't the imposter, but he was so gung-ho, I was the imposter.
Yeah.
So I outright told him, and he was streaming. I told him, if you kill me, I ain't gonna do my task while I'm a ghost.
Oh yeah.
And he tried to call me out on that bullshit. And I was like, and it says, oh, Zawa's not the imposter. And it's like, I'm not. Yep. Good job, guys. Have fun winning the game now.
Yeah. Now you have to, like, the only way to win the game is to solve it, so yeah, because one thing I forgot to mention is that even if you're dead as a ghost, you can still complete your task.
Yeah, you can still do tasks, but then again, like, I was like the last one
yeah
to do his task, and they weren't paying attention, and I was like,
yeah.
If I don't do this last task, we're gonna lose.
Mm-hmm.
Curse my heart. Here you go, Steve. There, we won. You're welcome. Fuck you.
Yeah, I get it. It really yeah, of course it depends on who you're playing with and such, but the overall appeal, I get it, right? you know, it's very entertaining. I've been watching people play it rather than playing it myself, so it's just free entertainment. It's free content for the creator, so either way, you know, it works, and that's why it's been a big game, and of course it involves with lying and such, and you know, Mafia, of course, you know, that's a, if done right, it's a really good game.
Yeah, if done right.
Yeah, it's a really good game, really entertaining for anyone else watching, which is why, you know, when it comes to like Smash, when it comes to the Smash community, you know, beyond the summit, whenever they do Mafia, that's like when a lot of people tune in, because that's like when, you know, that's just how it is, you know, that's just the kind of game it is, if done right, of course. That's just how it is. So the update that I wanted to bring up though was Among Us 2 was gonna happen, but Among Us got so big to the point where they're just like, no, we're just gonna stick with Among Us and keep supporting that and put pretty much the content from Among Us 2 into Among Us. That's pretty much what happened. I think I have the statement on me. I don't know if this is straight from... Oh yeah, so yeah, it's straight from the developers on their Twitter.
Hello.
What's up?
You did not see that that GIF?
Oh man,
PG. What are you doing? This is a Christian. I can't even say that in a straight face.
Oh man. If only you didn't point it out, I would not notice that.
See, I'm the chat going like,
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, there's a statement right here on the website, basically summing up what they're doing and such, and I'll just read what's coming to the update and such. So they're trying to solve the issues of the servers and such, because connections can be bad, and of course, one of the biggest flaws right now for Among Us is that they have a limit on their servers. So it's kind of like I made a pretty funny analogy with my friends. It's pretty much like a bowling alley. So, you know, when the place is full, you gotta wait. So that's pretty much what you're doing in Among Us, even though it's a fucking online game. You know, you would think that they have enough servers, but they expect it to be so big, because, you know, because of how popular it became. So that's why they still have a limit on their servers. So that's why not enough people, or there's not enough room for, you know, for those people to play. So that's why you have to sometimes wait for people to get off the server, and then you can have fun with your friends and such. So just like a bowling alley, you have to wait until a lane opens, and then there you go, you can play with your friends, pretty much. So there's hopefully an update for that. There's also going to be colorblind support, because yeah, some people can't see red, for example, so that's going to fuck up some people. But yeah, I'm glad that they actually pointed it out. They have some sort of friend/account system coming, I guess, so you can like probably have like private lobbies or something like that easier. New stages, of course, and then they're gonna have lots more. So that's pretty much what sums up their statement. So all right, let's let's not see that GIF again.
I want you to retweet that GIF to me.
I'll do that on my phone. But pretty much
I mean, it's not as bad as one of the artists that I follow is actually making a comic. I'm just gonna leave it there.
Okay.
Okay, next on the agenda, that's not gonna get us banned.
Right. So Among Us 2, Among Us News, that's been done. Meanwhile, the other popular game that was really high up there was Fall Guys. Fall Guys is officially getting a season 2 coming. So they had a trailer for it, I believe, right? A couple of screenshots on their Twitter. This time around it's gonna be very medieval themed, and so yeah, there's content there too. Funny how the memes were or have been coming along. You know, there's like some Fall Guys and Among Us crossovers and their memes, just because they're kind of like similar games. You know, they got that simple design, and yet it works with just most people. That's why both games got big in their own right. And yeah, but for right now, you know, understandably so, Among Us is the bigger game because it just involves more entertaining stuff, like people arguing with each other, people lying to each other, you know, that sort of thing. A lot of role playing, you know, that and all that such. Trying to find their that tweet. Hold on, sorry. But anyway, that's the gist of things for Fall Guys. They're still getting updates too, along with Among Us. So that's cool. Alright. Meanwhile, we had another direct from Nintendo, but this time it's more specifically towards Pokemon. Just briefly gonna go over this. So there is the Crown Tundra coming, for those who forgot, like myself and Zawa. And they showed off the new stuff for it, like you can catch legendary Pokemon, for example, including some new ones, right? And they showed off the Galar birds here and there. And then one of the big features is, or one of the additions that they have is the double championship, or doubles championship. So you can have a doubles championship sort of battle or tournament, and you can pick your partner that consists of gym leaders and other people who you met from either Sword or Shield. So that's actually kind of cool because depending on which partner you pick, you can trigger different opponents working together, and that means you have like more interactions with each other through dialogue, of course, or written dialogue, not, you know, voice dialogue, which could have been really cool, but unfortunately I don't think that's gonna happen. That was like one of the exciting features for me. And then I think that was pretty much it on that. Other than, oh yeah, there's Ash's Pikachu they can pick up with passcodes, right, as like a bonus little GIF. Look at all those Ash hats. Look at all the Ashes. All the hats.
The ass hats?
The ass hats, yeah. But the other half that I think more people got excited over was the music video, right? Did you see the music video?
No. Is that the anime one?
Yes. Yeah. I'm gonna mute it, but I'll like briefly skim it over and you'll remember. So it's that stuff. So it was really cool to see. The band that was playing in the music video was Bump of Chicken. Those who follow a lot of like Japanese bands. And my god, man, that was one of the best looking trailers I've ever seen for a Pokemon. Just anything. Or not trailer, excuse me, of just video in general. They had this like this 80s sort of like filter on there too. It was a really cool sort of effect going on. You even got like the purple going on, like purple colors and such, strong highlights. It was really cool. So I recommend you, Zawa, to check it out. It's like a 3-minute video or something like that. But yeah, it's so sick. It's so sick. No one asked for this. We did not deserve this. But it's here. It's so cool. And very adorable. So yeah. You can see the rest of that on your own time. But yeah, point being though, it was a really cool video. Nice, like nostalgic sort of wave and such. Nice, like just nice, like fan service for the fans, or for the people who play Pokemon, you know. So yeah, I thought it was really cool. I loved it. And then meanwhile, oh yeah, there's Crown Tundra coming, so yeah. Do you have the expansion pass for Pokemon? Do you not remember?
I know I don't know if I bought the expansion pack or just bought,
Isle of Armor.
just by itself.
Oh, I see. Because I remember because you had you were talking about the legendary Pokemon for Isle of Armor. I forget his name, but the Kung Fu Bear or whatever, right? And then so yeah. Oh yeah, and meanwhile, there is gonna be the complete edition, I guess, for November for those who haven't bought Pokemon already. So it'll include all both of the expansions for both Sword and Shield, of course. So I guess that's kind of nice and convenient for the people who haven't already. But yeah, a lot of people have been kind of accusing Nintendo of like just doing ports and such, but I don't know, man. I mean, what? We got Animal Crossing, we got Paper Mario and such. We got new games too for this year for Nintendo. And plus, like, COVID, so it can't be helped. I don't know why people are moaning and bitching about all those games and such. Anyway. If you don't have any more comments about Pokemon, we can definitely move on.
I mean, the only thing about the last Pokemon expansion that I'm looking at is like, because it showed that you get to fight the other legendaries.
Yes.
So I hope people remember that we're not supposed to catch them or whatnot, because that's what they said. They're just there as raids, so you can get items and stuff.
Uh-huh.
But then there is a part in the trailer which I don't know if it's supposed to be misleading, but it looked like the trainer was fighting a legendary Pokemon and he threw a Pokeball at it. And I was like,
Oh yeah, see, yeah,
because he's right there.
Yeah, he threw it at the Rayquaza.
About that, sir.
Maybe that's something you can do. I don't know. Maybe they like changed it or something. I'm not sure. Did you have any more to say? Or
nope.
Alrighty. We're getting close to the end. We got some Yakuza news to talk about, including a movie for Yakuza. So apparently, 1212 Entertainment, and Wild Sheep Content, apparently, are going to be handling the film. Working with Sega, of course. And I'll just read the statement right here. It says, Yakuza offers us a new playground in which to set compelling stories with complex characters in a unique environment that audiences have rarely seen before. The saga of Kazuma Kiryu has a built-in cinematic appeal, a mix of kinetic action and bursts of comedy, multiple converging storylines, and a gripping journey towards redemption. Another person said, with our background in telling global stories, we are excited to bring this huge project to global platforms.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, I'm going to look this up real quick of what 1212 Entertainment is all about. Let me see here. Alright, so apparently they just have scary stories to tell in the dark. Okay. And then a lot of other announced projects and such. Yeah, there's like 3 other ones. Meanwhile, the other one, Wild Sheep Content, let's look that up real briefly. See what they've done. Let me see. Is there an IMDb on them? Oh, there's a person from there. Okay, so they did something for Yakuza 3. And also other projects that have been announced but not been completed, so. Alright, well, I guess they're kind of relatively new studios, or that's the safe thing to say. Well, yeah, but point being, though, I think Yakuza pretty much is like a movie, but with gameplay thrown in there. It's like one of those games. Just happens so it comes from Japan. I guess you can compare it in terms of like, oh, it's like playing a movie, you know, like sort of like Uncharted, but not really, because you know, Yakuza is like semi open worldish. You can like travel around the town, do side quests and such. As while Uncharted, yeah, you know, plays like a movie also, but it's very linear. So, well, yeah, but the way the stories go, it's like a very action-packed, high octane sort of movie.
It is, and like, did they say it was continuing the story, or is it going to be part of a story?
That's a good question, because they haven't been too detailed about it.
Yeah, because if it's like they're gonna tell the story of how Kiryu, you know, got to where he was, it's not gonna be a one movie thing, you know.
No, yeah, of course.
Like maybe 3, but that's pushing it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it could be just like a spin-off story, like just a separate story with another gang or something like that. For all we know, but yeah, who knows what's it gonna be about exactly? It could be just about, you know, Kiryu just doing his thing as, you know, being a badass and all that stuff. But I don't know if they're gonna exactly. I mean, who knows? They could just do Yakuza 0, which is like, you know, kind of like what you mentioned, like just tell how Kiryu came to be, or like tell stories that were in between, you know, what the stuff that we didn't get to see. That could be cool. But yeah, either way though, it's neat. Maybe I'll check it out. I'll check out the trailer. Maybe I'll react to it, and we'll see from there of how I feel about it. So, if you don't have any more comments, we can move on to. Oh yeah, there's one little thing I do want to mention about Yakuza. Sorry. So apparently, there was rumors of a new Yakuza game coming, announced during Tokyo Game Show, but unfortunately it was a mistranslation of sorts, and so that's kind of not happening, at least not now. But it was just a misunderstanding, mistranslation of sorts, and that's all there is to it. So that's kind of unfortunate, but it's gonna come anyway. It's Yakuza. They're gonna keep making these games. So it's gonna eventually happen, especially on the PlayStation 5. They got it right. So I believe meanwhile, speaking of Yakuza games, there is another free upgrade coming for those who previously own Yakuza 7 on the PlayStation 4. You can get this on the PlayStation 5 with higher resolution, I think, higher frame rate, I think. I think that's like one of the features. Let me just mute that for now.
Let it play.
Anyway. Yeah, it just says digital owners of Yakuza 7 on PS4 can upgrade to PlayStation 5 for free at the PlayStation Store immediately when it's released, right, on the PlayStation 5. Which is coming March 2nd of 2021. So, Oh yeah, so yeah, it's 60 frames per second. For those who watch it on Twitter, probably 4K, most likely 4K. Oh, and it also says it's both for both physical and digital owners for the upgrade. And oh, unfortunately though, the save data will not transfer. So I guess that sucks, but you know, for those who just want to replay it, maybe that's, you know, that's an opportunity to strike. But I think I'm personally gonna be content with the PlayStation 4 version, unless, you know, turns out that I really like the game. Maybe I'll upgrade it. I don't know, for whatever reason. We'll see. Do you have any comments by any chance or no?
Nah.
Alrighty. All right. Getting close now. Amazon has their own answer to the upcoming cloud gaming trend, which is Amazon Luna.
What the hell is that?
Good question. Look at the controller. What does that look like to you?
Xbox.
Xbox, yeah, or the Pro controller from the Switch. That too.
The X Pro controller.
The X Pro, exactly, exactly. So yeah, it's got some couple of screenshots of what the thing will look like. It essentially is just the controller itself, same concept as the Stadia. You're playing it on your TV and such. That's it. On your smart TV, I think. I forget how it completely works, but you have the controller. I think that it comes from the controller and such. But anyways, introductory price is $6 a month. 4K, 60 frames per second for selected titles. Coming to PC, Mac, iOS, and Android for later on. More than 100 games available. Powered by AWS. I think that's like Amazon's own servers or something like that. And also Twitch integration. And that's pretty much it, I think, for now. And I guess that's some of the games that are here. So there's Control, Ukulele, Surge 2, Grid, I think that says. Can't really see that from here. Sonic Mania, some other game that's cut off. Rhyme, R-Type. I don't know what that one is in the middle. Luminous. Something boy? Something like that? Boy. And then the one game I'm familiar with that starts with an A and a B, but I can't see it because it's just cut off. It's got that font, so I kind of recognize what kind of game it is. I think, is it Abstract or something like that? I forget. I don't know.
Or it could be the swimming one.
Oh, maybe. I forget what that one is.
Yeah.
But yeah, cloud gaming from Amazon. That's apparently coming. So
Good.
yeah.
I don't know. Cloud gaming always gives me like a
Sense of doubt.
yeah.
X for doubt. Yeah, we had a big discussion about cloud gaming.
Sus. Very sus.
Yeah, we're not ready for it. I mean, I have a feeling it's gonna have the same amount of response time, you know, with the Stadia, because we're still using today's technology, which is not efficient for cloud gaming for now. It's just not gonna work. Now, the idea is really cool, of course, admittedly, but we're not ready for it. We have to have 10 more years 5 more years at least, right? But ideally, probably realistically, 10 years to be solid.
20.
Oh yeah, I mean that's like for sure gonna be good internet. We better have good internet by then.
You want to have good internet? Go to South Korea.
You're right. You're right. Asia has like a really good infrastructure when it comes to internet. We don't, because we suck.
What are you talking about? We're number one in everything.
Oh, don't bring. Oh no, don't finish the joke, man. Don't finish the joke. Don't finish the joke, man. That's probably worse than that GIF, the Among Us GIF, man. Well, that pretty much is that pretty much is what sums up 2020 right now. We're getting fucked right now, man. Anyway, but in the positive news, to uplift the fighting game fans, Tekken 7 has now sold 6 million units. So it was commemorated with some artwork, with Lily chatting with amongst a lot of people in chat, online, because COVID, obviously to match the trend. Like, hey, look at this thing we drew. Meanwhile, there's Hurrah in the back of Shaheen, really really funny. There's a lot of other characters. Elisa has no idea what she's doing. Why? I don't know why Dragunov's there, because he doesn't talk, but it's just funny. He just has some drink in hand, probably vodka. What?
He said, "I am He-Man.
I am He-Man. Eat the pizza, He-Man."
And I just like how Yoshimitsu has a freaking sake bottle. It's like,
Yes.
so sir.
And then meanwhile, what say? Sorry.
It's like, sir, put that down.
Put that down. Yeah. Yep.
If you're not gonna share it with the kids, put it down.
Yeah, Ganyu is pretty funny because he's trying to do the half, like the half of the heart, and then next to Julia, because he's a big Julia simp pretty much. Julia's just like, oh god. And then Ganyu's just kind of sitting there like, what?
I mean, give him props. He's trying.
He's trying. Yeah, he's trying out there. I don't know what's going on with Jin. Jin is kind of just there. I don't know. Maybe he's like training or something, outdoors or something. I don't know what's going on with him. Paul's being Paul, King is kind of just there being king at his gym. Fakurama's in jail. Oh, sorry, what are you saying?
No, King just looks like, I want to get out of here, please.
He's like right in the middle too.
That's not actually King. That's just a mannequin with his mask on.
Yeah, to pretend he's there. Yeah, because he doesn't really want to be there. And then Fakurama's in jail, like high security prison. Oh yeah, people in the comments joked about Dragunov being like the chat mod, so that's why he's kind of just there to just make sure everyone, keeps it clean. You know what I mean? But one I wanted to point out is that Lucky Chloe is there, right? She's in the shot with the cake. Look who's in the back. It's Eddie with his face cut off. Like, oh man, they're really going with the story of like Eddie being like pretty much his bitch, like the side bitch, yeah.
Side bitch.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunate. Yeah. They did him dirty this game, dude. Poor Kenny.
Eddie has gotten the short end of the stick, just like every other Bleach captain. Oh, oops, did I?
Oh man. Ooh, you had to drop in that bleach shade in there. Meanwhile, Law is just eating ramen, just a cup noodle.
As it should be.
As he should be. Yeah. Yep. Pretty funny artwork. Meanwhile, we had an announcement relating to Tekken during Tokyo Game Show, as we wrap things up here.
It's pronounced Tekken.
Tekken, yeah. Toucan Sam. remember him?
I'm sorry, when she said that, I was like, oh. I think I died.
Yeah, so as our final stop on this episode, we have Tokyo Game Show that a lot of people have anticipated. But anyway, let's lead this into this segment with Tekken. So Tekken had a new character announcement, which was, who do you know? Kunimitsu, who previously was standing over there in the pagoda, just looking cool in the shot. and Kunimitsu was beating Raven's ass, and then next she beat Yoshimitsu's ass.
She was being very sus on that pagoda.
Oh yeah. Very sus indeed. So for those who care about the lore, turns out that this is Kunimitsu's daughter, the original Kunimitsu's daughter, I guess. So this, I guess, is technically a new character, but not really because it's Kunimitsu. So Kunimitsu is just a name, or a title rather than an actual person. Who happens to wear a kitsune mask. So by the time the trailer sort of ends, with gameplay shown, of course, it looks really cool. She got her rage drive and rage art revealed and some combos and stuff. Stage looks really cool too. I do like how the stage looks. Her rage art looks pretty cool too, as a lot of the people's rage arts in Tekken. And then she mentions her mother and such, the original Kunimitsu. And for the first time, this Kunimitsu reveals her face, which...
Is that Naruto's daughter? She has 9 tails in her?
Right. She kind of has like the whisker thing going on, like tattoos or stuff. Some multicolored hair streaks. I think Josh said it. She said that she looks like a, what do you call those? It's like a Makote or something.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I think it's from like Final Fantasy or something. I don't know. It's like the
Oh, okay, now I understand.
Yeah. The whatever, some sort of hybrid people or something like that, animal people, whatever. The
Don't hurt yourself.
Kimono Mimi, those kind of people. Anyway.
Don't hurt yourself.
Yeah.
You were really trying, like. Don't.
Yeah, I know, right? Because I'm like one of the only people who don't play 14. But it's okay. I'll be that guy who don't play 14. Just like I don't watch Harry Potter. I'll be that one guy who don't watch Harry Potter. Anywho, so yeah, we're gonna see Kunimitsu in a new stage called Vermilion Gates this fall, and along with free updates, including some improvements on the online, which is hopefully it'll be rollback netcode, or just improvements in general. Early next year, during spring, we will see another character in another stage. So looking forward to that. And yep, that's pretty much it on the Kunimitsu reveal and all that stuff. Any thoughts before we move on?
Nope.
Alrighty.
Let's go.
Alright. Let's just check this one for the Tokyo Game Show highlights. I don't know if the dog barking is getting picked up on the microphone, but...
Dog barking?
Alright, anyway.
On my end or your end?
Oh no, on my end.
Oh, I was like... I don't hear my dog. Like, what?
No, it's my neighbor's dog barking from the backyard.
Throw a piece of bone, they'll shut it up.
Throw a piece of steak. Leftover steak. Excuse me. So, from the Tokyo Game Show, there was some coverage for the games that were revealed already, but there were some others, like Monster Hunter Rise. The gameplay was shown off. Nier Replicant also shown off, with a release date, which is April 23rd for the West, and a day ahead or a day earlier for Japan, which is cool. I'm actually kind of excited for the for Replicant, which is supposed to be a remaster of the first Nier game. There's a mobile game for Nier as well. Oh, are you good?
Yep.
Okay.
Pets. Who knows how to scratch on
The door.
doors? Like,
Yeah.
really? Now?
Yeah. And Atelier Ryza 2 gets announced for PlayStation 5. There was some more footage for Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne HD. There was Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity new footage, which was kind of cool.
Link.
With the reveal, or did they reveal? Yeah, they revealed the young Impa at that time. So, did you have any comments on Impa?
That's not Impa. That's a fucking Naruto character. Fucking doing so much hand signs, I convulsed.
No, yeah. I mean, I like the design. It's cute, right? It's Paya basically. But at the same time, it is kind of a bit of a cheap cop out, just because it's like very similar design. Like it could have been something similar to something that of Hyrule Warriors, the original with that Impa. It could have been. They could have gone with that sort of route, and still look really cool, right? But they just kind of chose to make her just look like Paya, so a little cheap there, in my opinion. But I do like the look. Beyond that, don't get me wrong, but I will admit, yeah, it's kind of a safe way to go. This guy has 6. Gameplay was revealed. A surprise from Sega. They revealed a new project with Virtua Fighter, which is a esports sort of event involving Virtua Fighter. This could mean that Virtua Fighter is gonna make a comeback, whether it's a new game or whatever. So that'd be kind of cool. There was more stuff on Scarlet Nexus and Sword Art Online Alicization, like Kuros, something like that. Lycorus? One of those confusing title or words, I guess. Dynasty Warriors 9 Empires and a new mobile game to go along with that. Did you vomit in your mouth a little bit?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm sorry, 9 was a piece of shit.
Yeah. Maybe Empires could do better, but usually no.
I'll just wait for the next Dynasty Warriors. Hopefully it's better.
Yeah.
Runs better. Which it never does.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
When it comes to Koei and their Dynasty Warriors series, it seems like whatever system it's on, it can't handle like more than, I want to say, 50 people on screen. But for some reason, because again, it's kind of funny that Hyrule Warriors is also made by Koei, it runs fucking solid. So it's like, well, where are we? What are we missing here?
Yeah, I think maybe the team might be like, I don't know, like a different team for the actual Dynasty Warrior games, and then all the good people, all the the experienced people are on the other games because they make a deal with other companies. They want to make those companies look good in their game by developing those games and such with the experienced people. I don't know. That's just my little guess on it, but could be wrong. What do I know about game development? But that's just my what comes to mind. Meanwhile, the new website for Final Fantasy 16 has been teased from Yoshi P himself. Capcom showed off Dan Hibiki for Street Fighter 5. Any comment on Dan Hibiki? Did you see him?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yep. Seems like he's got some tools going on with the taunt cancels and such, or whatever. I think that's his V skill, right? So you can cancel it into like whatever special move, like Koryuken or whatever. His DP. So it could be potentially be the first game where Dan could be better than Ryu, because Ryu is like one of the lowest tiered characters for the tournament side of things, apparently. But we'll see. We'll see how Dan turns out. It's still early because Dan's model looks still early. So we'll see what happens then. But we get to see how he fights and such, so it's pretty cool. More on that later, I guess. Let's see. Lin Kong and Falcom revealed details about Wise 8 mobile. I guess a mobile game. Sega revealed more details about New Genesis for Phantasy Star Online 2. See, Jesus Christ. Bleach collaborates with Burn the Witch and Brave Souls, I guess. That's the mobile game. For those who don't know, Burn the Witch is like the new manga from, what's his name? Tite Kubo, right? The guy who made Bleach. So that's why there's a collab, I guess. Yeah. And there are 2 new Eden Zero games from Konami. And Eden Zero is the new fairy tale sort of manga from Hiro Mishima.
Why?
Genshin Impact was shown off, and it's out now for all or most systems. I think the Switch version will come later. Inti Creates announces Galgun Returns. That's the game we kind of mentioned earlier. Magnum Lord gets a surprise live stream with EDF World Brothers. That's Earth Defense Force for those people who really like those games, because that's somehow continuing some shape or form. And Death Smiles 1 and 2 get announced. I actually have not heard of this one. But apparently it's a game coming to PS4, Xbox One, and Switch for 2021. I'm not sure what it is. Oh, is this a shoot 'em up collection? Okay. I guess we can check it out briefly. Oh, I see. Okay. It's one of those games, the arcade shooters. Huh. I've never heard of this game.
The quarter eaters.
Yes. Pretty much. Oh my god, those numbers, bro. Oh my god.
No one pays attention to numbers.
Oh, okay, it's got some like novel sort of elements in there. It's kind of a weird game. You're shooting at a cow? What the fuck?
Oh, Pizza's gonna have fun with this game.
Yeah. It's an old ass game. Oh, here comes 2, I think. This is Death Smiles 2. Alright, well, that's pretty much the gist of it. So, that was the Tokyo Game Show. Did you have any opinion about it? As a whole?
What the fuck is my Bayonetta 3?
Of course you would say that. But I don't blame you.
And also, maybe they're holding out for the Game Awards.
Maybe.
And it was very brief compared to other years of the Tokyo Game Show.
Yeah, for sure.
It was like very straight to the point. Like, here you go, here you go, here you go. Here's some gameplay. Here you go, here you go. Okay, bye.
Some games got like a in-depth sort of presentation, like sort of online and such. But really, other than that, like like I said, it's like pretty to the point. Not a whole lot of new things came out of there. More of just like expansions upon what was announced already. which is kind of nice. But I think a lot of people were just like kind of let down or disappointed. But for me, it's like, okay, or whatever. I mean, given the situation, it's like, what can you do really? But the pandemic happened. Yeah, they had to do something to do some online shows, so that was just how they go about it. And plus, like, it's hard to announce new games because all the developers are like dealing with the whole COVID situation. So you have to like work around it. You don't have people testing the stuff as much, so you don't know when is it ready and such. So maybe that's why we didn't really get to see the new stuff as much. Just expansions on what was already announced, what was already further developed in comparison to the others. Yeah, so that's just my guess on it. That's my 2 cents on it anyway. But yeah, that was pretty much it. So do you have anything to add on before we sign off? No.
Get ready for next year.
Get ready for next year, yeah.
Wallet's going to die.
It's crazy. We're pretty much like in a way, we're pretty much like 2 Hypecast episodes away from the big launch in November. Oh, and Zawa's gonna bring his cat out. I finally get to see what your cat looks like.
No, this is one of them.
You're one of your cats. All right, fine, but. So who's that? Who's who that?
This one is Koi Koi.
Oh.
And this one, like, no joke, you can do anything to this one, and it will just stare at you, going like, "Is that it?"
Where's Nala?
Eating.
Oh, okay.
You can do anything.
Nice.
Like, okay.
Adorable. We have cats on the show. Alrighty, well, I think that's the gist of things for today's episode. Tokyo Game Show, we got that covered. And all the other news that came along the way. And yeah, like I said, man, we're just 2 episodes away pretty much from the big launch in November. That's just nuts, since we do a bi-weekly sort of basis. So
Yep.
Yeah. We're just prepare your butts, man. Prepare your wallets and your butts for the PlayStation 5 / Xbox Series X and S launch. To commemorate.
See, the S was there.
Yeah, right. To commemorate the new generation, to officially start the new generation. But yeah, we still have two more to go. So we still have some time. And yeah, we still have October to go through. We still got Halloween and all that stuff. People are still gonna put up their decorations, but probably no people coming by. Probably like private little parties, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. No idea. Anyways, any last signing off words?
Please live. Please live, Wallet. I need you by December.
Yeah, I know. We still have 1 month, right? We still have 1 month to go before the big launch.
Yep.
So anyways, as always, stay safe, be careful, wash your hands, wear a mask, all that stuff. We're still well in this pandemic. Just be careful out there, stay safe and all that stuff. And gotta take it serious still until pretty much most of us are vaccinated and all that stuff. It's very real still. People are getting sick from it, and we don't need any more people disappearing from it just to realize, hey, it is real. We don't want any more of that. Just wear masks, stay away from people, keep a distance. And if you are gonna have some sort of gathering, you know, keep it under 10 or something like that. You know, make it outdoors for the most part, just to be safe. You know, watch your distance and all that stuff. So yep. And keep your shopping brief. That's pretty much it. Yep. All right, man. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for this episode. We'll be back in 2 weeks, hopefully, if there is stuff to talk about. And so yep. Until then, we'll see you guys. Are you reaching for your cat?
Say bye-bye, goodbye.
All right. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Say bye to the cat, everyone. All right.